Yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. We're outside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because we
had planned to shoot this, and my producer and I basically were like, let's just fucking see what happens. So we showed up here the first night. We stayed in a really nice hotel. Usually we do this kind of stuff. We do it up.
Yeah.
But we didn't realize that like everybody had already booked their hotel rooms. So we stayed there the first night. Then the last 2 nights, there hasn't been any rooms available.
Yeah.
So we did the convention today, and then there's a car pulling through the parking lot. We did the convention today, and then we met up with these guys who are set designers, and we all went out to eat. We brought you out to eat, you and your wife out, and this guy Tony, who we're friends with from the Finger Lakes. He's a filmmaker, not that Tony. So we went out, and then we realized that every other hotel around here was booked, so we came to the Roadway Inn.
In Monroeville, PA.
Monroeville, PA, because we're here for the Living Dead weekend at the Monroeville Mall. I've never been here before. We're in person this time.
Yeah, we don't have to do Zoom.
Yeah.
Probably more Zoom, but...
Yeah, so my producer's working in the hotel room that he and I are sharing, so he's working. We went into the lobby of the hotel, which, nice granite backdrop.
Yeah, it would have been nice and bright.
Nice lighting, but, like, the air conditioning was on. The dude was, like, watching soccer or something,
he was watching something on TV. It's like some type of, like, sci-fi stuff. And I was like, dude, no.
Yeah, it sounded like people were cheering.
Yeah, and he's like, where are you guys going? I thought you were videotaping.
I think he wanted to be in the video.
Yeah, exactly.
So then we got in his car, and again, all this time, I'm just going with a stranger. And
with me, yeah,
and it's just like
I'm here to murder him.
Yeah,
everybody,
you're gonna be raped and murdered, but not in that order.
Yeah, it's not in that order.
So instead, we're braving the elements, and we're standing out in the parking lot of the Roadway Inn in Monroeville, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, it's such a nice area out here and stuff. I don't personally live here because I live in the ghetto, but I live in the country. So that's. I live in the nice part, actually.
Okay.
I'm the area where the Steelers come to live, is what I should say.
Yeah, I've never been to Pittsburgh before, really.
It's nice out here ish.
It's cool that it's like hilly and there's like levels because it's so different from Philadelphia.
Oh, you should go out where we live and stuff and everything. Talk about just if you look at one town and you come up and you're like on top of a hill, all you see is like I say this is Pennsylvania. It's literally countries that you're just scooping through the hills and stuff. And there's a Walmart and then a Sheetz. Yeah. Out where? What is it out where you're at?
We're Wawa.
Wawa.
Yeah. Yep. I like Wawa, man. But no, Pittsburgh's cool. Like again, like the Monroeville Mall, man. Like growing up, loving Dawn of the Dead, and then like. It's a place that you could go to. It's only a 5-hour drive for us, but I'd never made the trip out here. And then when we turned the corner and we saw the mall sign, I was like, oh my God, it's the fucking Monroeville Mall,
Yeah, that's the same. I come out here all the time, especially since Guitar Center or anything. I buy anything out there I need for any type of music stuff, especially for ears and everything, or any type of audio stuff or anything. But the bad part about it is it's just like, you walk in and it's just like, oh my God, am I gonna see Mallrats? Am I gonna see the stuff that I saw back then? And you walk in, and it's like, this looks nothing like the movie.
No, it doesn't at all. But it's still cool. You're in hollow
ground.
What you realize
is that where they were doing the things that they were doing the speaking and everything. Yeah. That's where they shot the Love Movie part and in Mallrats and everything. So it's like it's cool to see that, but then it's also like it's depressing.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
especially since half the malls are either how do I say it? They're either have a bunch of stuff, or they have a bunch of stuff for a couple months and then they get new shit. So that's the sad part about it. So when they would make a new zombie movie, I don't think you're making anything at a mall.
No,
Walmart.
Yeah, do a Walmart. I think it was. There was an Army of Darkness comic book that took place at like a Walmart. Really? It was like an S-Mart, but it was like a super center.
Okay, so Faye likes that. So kind of like what was that Superstore or that movie with David Cook and everything?
Oh, the Dane Cook one, like Employee of the Month or something like that.
I love that.
I don't think I've ever seen it, but I remember it.
You're the same person that's never seen the remake of fucking Friday the 13th, and you're like, we were gonna do one.
Yeah,
that's what your plan was to do. That was actually just do the review.
Yeah.
But you've never watched it.
I haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm between, I just left my job running the theaters to do production full time.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. There's just too much stuff to do before November when we start
especially if you're making money too doing it.
Yeah, and again, I've been writing for people like crazy over the last few months.
Yeah, and you're making money from doing that.
Yeah,
so
screenplays. These producers out in LA asked me to write a slasher movie for them, and they're like, it has to be an LGBTQ slasher.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. So, and I'm like, but like, I'm a straight guy. Like, is that going to be a problem? They're like, dude, it doesn't fucking matter. Just write a good story. So I wrote this story with a positive lesbian couple that are the lead, and it's a fucked up like 8mm 7 type of story, and they loved it. So they loved it so much they paid me and then asked me to write another one. So I just finished up another like a zombie comedy for them, Bears vs Zombies, and so they like that, and I've just been in this kind of mode since I said fuck it and just left the job. I've been in like creative fucking overload, man. I wrote the Amityville script in a day and a half. It took me a week to finish up Dino Geist because there was a lot of shit that I had to like research beforehand for like dinosaurs and shit like that.
Which don't mean to interrupt you, but like you're talking about, that only took me a week. How long does a regular person like on big movies and stuff take?
Probably months.
Exactly.
But again, like 50
different fucking writers and stuff on the Tim Burton fucking Batman, Superman.
But like 90 pages at like something you're going to do. So you write around what you have and you write around your limitations, and it's a lot easier to do it that way than it is to,
Yeah, his producers over there fucking.
Yeah, seeing what we were doing.
Yeah,
because we said we were going to be filming inside.
Yeah,
so,
we said we were going to do it over there, but it's nice and quiet.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, this is surprisingly, from all the lights from the hotels and stuff, it's very nice. I don't have to have it.
Even lighting. Yeah, it was so cold last night.
Oh yeah, it's you got the good old Pittsburgh bullshit.
It's nice out tonight though. I mean, I'm having a fucking blast this weekend, man. I'm shocked by how many people knew who I was and wanted to talk and stuff, and I'm blown away by it. The dude at the table next to us, like fucking established author, was like, "Why do people know who you are?" I was like, "I don't know." "Why do people want to take pictures with you?" "I don't know." Ken Foray even said it. He's like, "You had people all over the place today." I was like, "Yeah."
You're popular, man. I don't know why you think you're not popular, dude. You gotta be honest with you though. Is that we're here and I am sitting here with you, and you know what I mean? Like, I was kind of like a little shocked and everything because we've been talking on the phone, we've done so many things and stuff and everything, but it's like, dude, it's like I'm actually here with you and stuff.
Yeah, but I consider you a friend though.
That's a good thing. I would be honest with you. I'm happy to hear that from you because most people I've ever worked with or tried to work with, they're like, "Oh, fuck you."
And, well, the whole thing is like I'm very, especially after everything that happened last fall, very meticulous about who I give personal information to.
And
like there's
trust and stuff.
Trust because I've gotten burned. Like last year there was people who were talking to me about things and I had known them in the past, and then they just went and posted all that shit in Reddit, you know?
My wife said, because you went to the bathroom real quick, and you're like, "Hey, can you watch the stand, can you watch the table and everything?" I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, "Oh, yeah, well, if you were anybody else, like even the other dude that came around, so she's like, he probably wouldn't have said that."
No. Yeah. But you also, firsthand what I've been dealing with and what I'm trying to do.
We're not talking about those things, so anybody...
Oh, no, I don't mean any of that stuff. I just mean, like, you've had an inside view of my, what I'm working on and all this kind of stuff.
I get to see I get to see, everybody else doesn't get to see it. I get to be, he'd be like, "I'm on the set of this."
Yeah.
Here's a picture of the new comic.
I'm doing shit,
Actually, hold on
go ahead.
a second. Hold on.
It's from the very back.
Yeah, let me grab this and stuff.
Yeah.
You guys need to go get this. I got my signed copy from Newt, and then we get my other stuff from Tom Savini and everybody. But this thing is actually really cool. I mean...
Yeah, we did an ash can. It's a black and white one. We did 250 of them for the...
Very Clerks-ish.
Yes.
Clerks-ish.
But the main comic is in color. It's already done. The first 2 issues are done.
That's
the
good.
Fun thing about this is, so people who I used to be friendly with were talking shit about it being black and white and the cover. And the thing about it is that I thought was so funny is that cover is done by a guy who was one of those people who said, you don't have to be in a studio to make a comic book. You could just be a guy making a comic book.
Yeah, exactly.
And that fucking inspired me so much that I said, hey, can you do the cover for me? Because it's like, this is somebody who inspired me. I want them to be part of this thing I've been trying to do my entire life,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then the best part about it is you might, would you say, maybe make a movie for it and stuff if you can?
If I can, yeah. It started as a movie. It started as a screenplay for a film.
And you already have the actor.
I already have, yeah.
Yeah.
But so I went out to LA in 2019, and I had a bunch of meetings, and everybody was like, this Florida man thing, like, nobody knows what that is. That's an East Coast thing. Nobody knows what Florida man is, you know?
You're gonna tell me that people talk about 2019. I think this would go up. It would be a buyer right now, in my opinion, because ever since COVID, every fucking Florida thing has come out. Boom, boom.
But even in the age of like the Tiger King, you know,
that's all practically Florida.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, but I mean, it's like just that whole thing of like that kind of like
Georgia,
hillbilly, you know, gothic. I
love that shit.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like I know you guys, you did on a different show and everything. You did a different review and stuff and everything of the Wrong Turn movies. And stuff.
Yeah.
And the saddest thing,
those are in Virginia.
Yeah, those are Virginia, and I don't live that far from where they say it's like where they shot the movies and stuff at. And the saddest thing though is like acquaintance who's a police officer and stuff, he will tell you is like, if you go missing in like those dark roads, we don't come for you. And he's like, what? They're like, what? And they're like, because there's like houses we don't know about. And he's like, what do you mean? They're like, do you think people don't just pop out kids and don't have society?
Yeah, just stay off the grid.
Yeah, because it's like you live in the middle of nowhere.
In that episode, I told a story about a guy I was friends with in elementary school. His grandfather just went into the woods and was out there, and like he was living like the fucking Predator. Yeah,
he was gone. Yeah, you say he was like gone for a
and that was South Jersey.
And they had to go get him or something.
Yeah, he was like his like place was like he was like set booby traps with like chicken wire. And shit, you know. Yeah. But no, like so yeah, I brought that story out there, and I was so fucking proud of it. I wrote 300 pages in 3 weeks.
Really?
I saw the story, like, and it's so fucking pretentious to say that, but like as soon as I came up with the idea, I saw the beginning, the middle, and the end, and all the garnish of it, and I nailed it out. And like even people who fucking hate my writing, you know,
I love it because it's the saddest thing though is like I don't talk to my brother anymore, at least one of my brothers and stuff and everything. Like, he would love your shit. I know people who love your shit when I talk about you all the time to people and stuff, and they're like I told you about like some other guys like at the cons and stuff around area, and they're like, I know him, and they're like, what happened to him and everything and stuff. And they're like, it's like surprisingly here's the weirdest thing when you talk about anything with like any nerds or anything at all, they will say, hey, that movie was fucking better than most. You know what I mean, with the swamp zombies and everything. And that's the thing. I know it's your first film.
Dude in England right now, he keeps posting pictures on Twitter. He's drinking with his friends in England and making them watch Swamp Zombies too, and they fucking loved it. And I was like, I've got international appeal, like, you know.
I didn't like the first Swamp Zombies that much.
It's bad. It's really bad. But that's why I got involved with it, you know, is because I was like, let me write the anti-sequel, you know.
If you just had what we have now, like on computers and stuff, those like anything that was like CGI or whatever would be fucking phenomenal.
If I had if I had the time to do things the way I wanted them, or if things were followed through, because there's a lot of like connective tissue that's missing and shit like that. But I mean, again, it wasn't my movie, you know. It's like I said it in my review of it. It wasn't my movie. We were rushed. We shot it on weekends for $5,000, you know, over a couple months.
$5,000. And anybody who ever talks about that is sad.
Yeah,
I've seen fucking movies look worse than that, and they had to like. I can't remember what movie it was, but it's like one of the worst movies in like history, and it's got like a fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, you know what I mean, $50 million, like fucking Doom, you know what I mean, or like any 90s stuff with CGI and stuff. What is that, like a $300 million budget, and they only made half of it and stuff, like you know.
I don't want, and like the thing is, like more people are like, oh, this person's gonna give me this much money to make a movie or whatever, and I'm like, dude, I don't like. I was ready to make Sharkula for $7,000, and I was really only going to spend $5,000 of it, and then keep the rest for if we needed it, because I'd budgeted out and I'd written it to a budget. You know, and it's like I want to make small things because it's low risk, high reward. And you don't owe anybody anything if it goes awry. You know.
It's like the shitty Chainsaw Massacre movie.
The new one. I still haven't seen it.
Not that one.
The one before that.
Seen that? I have no. The one from the 90s.
Oh, the Next Generation.
The one that has the
Matthew McConaughey
in it. What's
Renee Zellweger.
Yes, and they were like, and they literally. I don't mean to quote somebody who's already said this on the internet, but it's true. But they're like, they only brought it out because of because they got popular.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything.
Yeah.
Jesus, there's probably it's like what's a horrible movie? People love it to death and everything. One of the first ever Adam Sandler movies and stuff. It's just a small budget.
Like Billy Madison,
his first one. I think it's his first ever one. I think he used it off the money of Saturday Night Live. It might have been a Saturday Night Live movie.
Was it like Going Overboard or something?
Yeah,
like
the
that?
one where he's on like his ship. He's a comedian on a ship. He's horrible and stuff and whatever and stuff. And it's such a shitty movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's and it probably has a bigger budget than probably what half the shit people do. You know what I mean? It's like, I think it's not bad.
No, I think ingenuity is important too. It's like me, I grew up pretty poor, and anything I've ever wanted to do, I've had to do on my own. I had to learn how to make things yourself and fix things yourself and all that stuff. So, now that we're in this game where we're going to be making movies, like even like the Plan 9 stuff, I was like, wow, like it really wouldn't cost a lot of money to make that, and it's a known thing, and I think people would check it out just because I'm remaking Plan 9 from Outer Space shot for shot with puppets. And it was literally just after the everything that happened and all that, with the comic book going like, yeah, let's do it. So I sold like I said before, I sold my comic book collection, my movie poster collection, all that, and I put the money down to get that first issue. And then I did the ash can, and then the producer came on to do the rest for the first issue and the second issue and stuff like that, keeping the guy paid. But it's like, now that you see that you can even do that, I made the first step, I bet on myself, and then I'm like, all right, let's get fucking weird with it now.
Yeah.
Let's just do shit, So that's why I've been writing like crazy, because like for so long I was trying to write for other people or to write things for a certain person and all that kind of stuff. Now it's like, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
because anybody who's coming in now is going to be like, we're here for you. I'm not like, you want to be there for everybody, but like I was always walking on eggshells around certain people in order to keep the fucking wheels spinning, you know? And like my friend Fallon, who I work with a lot now, she's well known. She's done some major shit,
Yeah, exactly.
And she's got fucking like the dude from Korn is her friend, and all these people want her to be in their projects and all that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but she wants to come hang out with me because she's like, dude, you have a different way of seeing things that a lot of people don't. And the biggest thing that I try to say to people is like, if I didn't get the opportunity to do, if a producer didn't come on to help me or something like that, I'd still try to do it myself. I'd still shoot videos in my kitchen, whatever, because this shit is the only thing that keeps me going. It's my passion. I eat, I drink, I sleep this shit. And it's like making movies, telling stories, talking about the fucking weirdo bullshit horror movies I grew up on and exploitation movies. I read everything I can read about them. I'm constantly writing ideas. It's like, this is my passion. A lot of people do it because it's their job.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if I'm not getting paid for it, I'm not going to do it. Or, I don't know, I'm doing all these other things, or somebody else can do that. Like, no, I'm going to try to find a way to make Swamp Zombies 2 for $5,000.
Yeah.
The Andrew WK music video that I helped produce, we only had a little bit of money, so I lied and said that I was a high school student, and that way I could get all those locations for free or work them off and stuff like that. You have to find a way to beg, borrow, and steal to do this kind of stuff, and that's what I would do. I would just keep doing what I did for Midnight Show for 10 years. Put money aside, and whenever I had money, I would take it out, and I would go, okay, I can afford to shoot this weekend, and all right, I'll be eating ramen for a while, but like I always say, like, as long as my fucking bills are paid and my cat is happy, that's all I care about in the world. I don't care about what my apartment looks like. I don't care about what kind of...
have a nice apartment.
Yeah, but I keep it
You
nice.
have it in a nice area, too.
Yeah, it's in the suburbs. I want to move, though. I want to move closer to the studio soon.
Is that a bad thing, though, or a good thing? Apartment-wise, I should say.
I think it'll be a better thing, because I don't like... the area I'm in, there's too many people who I'm not friends with anymore that are always around, and I don't like that, because I'd like to kind of be off the grid, where I don't need to worry about seeing so and so at the Wawa and then them going back and talking shit about me.
Do you see people mostly in the past how many months and stuff since October?
Yep.
Really?
Yep, because I'm right there,
Should bad ones or good ones?
Bad.
Yes,
or people who are just going back to say something about me, and then it becomes a whisper down the lane thing. And yeah, you know what? I lost 30 fucking pounds. I was looking.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but I was
lose 30 pounds.
I was looking pretty sickly for a while. You know, I wasn't shaving. I was working in a fucking movie theater as a an assistant manager. I was trying to help the general manager. And yeah, they would see me and stuff like that, and it was always kind of a joke to people. And there were some people who came into the theater and made some snide comments, and and there was a Redditor who came into the theater and stuff like that. And I treated him nice, because what are you gonna do? Like, am I gonna be a dick? I don't need to tell you the whole fucking story on what happened. It's nobody's business.
Yeah, and also too is that, like, in my opinion, I mean, I'm successful other places, okay, and sometimes more successful than those people that are there, okay, and I don't know anything about 100% with YouTube. Do you see me doing it? I don't have, whatever. I got 1,000 and so views on the last one because of you. You know what I mean?
No,
Not
but I mean,
because of me. But
it was cool to hear from people who I've never, like, there were people who commented on that who don't comment on my videos, and they
were so happy.
It was nice to it was funny that people are like, oh, he actually seems like a nice guy.
He's not a dick.
I'm like, I am a nice guy. That's the problem, is I'm very empathetic, and you try to put up the front.
I think what people probably think about that and stuff is because on the show, and even sometimes everything, you make weird comments that are like that, like funny comments and stuff that some people now these days think that it's a little sensitive. So that's how people are.
But I'm old. I've come from a different generation.
You gotta realize that you're young. Come on, you have the rest of your life. But you gotta realize my mom is probably around the same age as your mom. You know what I mean? So I grew up with that, where I feel like, it's like the same thing. I don't mean to say anything. It's because it's Pride Month and stuff. And everything. But my one buddy, he's gay and stuff, and he said that's so gay, man. You're like what we used to when we were kids. And stuff, when you say something stupid, and when people are like, you shouldn't say that, and I'm like, dude, he's gay.
Yeah, exactly.
don't tell him what to not
what he
say.
can't say.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, that's not an offense.
I always tell people, I say, I'm offended that you're offended.
Exactly.
It's like
but what I was saying about that show is that the way they do things and other stuff and everything, I wouldn't do.
No, and that's them, and then, like, that's why it's nice to go and talk on somebody else's thing or talk on my own thing and be me. Like, I when you expect shitty, when you expect nothing but cynicism, and that's what you put out, that's all people see from you. Exactly. And that's not who I am in my heart. Like, I genuinely am a pretty fucking loving person, and I bend over backwards for everyone to try to help them.
Jesus, yeah, we're out here in the parking lot.
Exactly. Well, that's on you, man. I'm the one who's staying at the shitty hotel,
I mean, if it was a little earlier and stuff, we probably would have went back to my studio.
Yeah, it's all good. But I mean, we're talking, next time. And it's like, these fucking dudes did an interview in a fucking parking lot. Like, that's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah,
they're like, they don't care if somebody comes
around.
They don't care if somebody comes around and goes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's a fucking, unless you get, like, stabbed or something, then it might be like, stabbed. I'm running. I use you as a shield.
I am pretty big. I noticed that. We did that video, and I'm like, damn, I got a big chest. I'm big. I'm a big guy and everything, you could say.
But it's just, it was funny to read the comments and stuff like that. And, people want to know more about the stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done talking about it. I'm on to the next thing.
Yeah, we did the video about it.
And it was still pretty raw at that point. Like, I'm still, even now,
January?
Yeah, I'm still processing a lot of shit. Every day I forget, like, sometimes I still forget that I'm not allowed to text certain people anymore. Like, they blocked me in their phone and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're kind of getting the effect of, like, a parent or somebody died and stuff, where you're like, you call and you're like, I'm gonna call my mom. You can't anymore.
Yeah,
like, hey, I've had a lot of friends like that and stuff and everything, and it sucks.
It hurts. There's been so many things since November that I want to share with certain people, and, like, things that automatically make me think of them or stuff like that, and you can't. You don't get the closure of that.
Yeah.
But the only thing that you can do now is, all right, I know I'm never going to make those mistakes again, and I know that I'm moving on to something else. Is it something better? Yeah. It's freeing.
Yeah. I mean, it's you gotta remember, though, is like, maybe one day, I just want to put this and say this straight and everything. Yeah. Maybe one day you'll do something with them again.
Yeah, maybe. They've made it pretty clear that
but that's the same thing, though. It's like, I worked with an artist and stuff. I mean, it's not public that they do this, but I worked with an artist, and I've told you who I worked for before and everything. And one singer, he got kicked out, but he's still friends with the other ones that are, they're huge now. He stopped doing music and stuff and just wants to chill. He's got his money laying back on. And
there's a couple YouTubers who were shitty back then who like apologized to me, and
Really?
they're bigger names, you know.
Really? Yeah.
And it was just they're like, hey man, like we didn't realize the extent of how things were, and it goes so much farther than just what my job was. There was life stuff going on that I didn't know how to process. You know, I again, I'm gonna say it here. I was molested when I was a little kid. You know,
and that ain't a good
no,
thing.
and because of how things were going with. My dad was cheating on my mom, whole thing, you know, whatever. I'm saying this stuff because I'm over it, you know.
At least your mom's back in your life.
Yeah, my mom's back in my life.
I don't know if she was fully or not.
No, she was in and out, you know. But like, you know, and so like, you know, my dad told me like not to say anything about it because my mom would find out that where we were and that my dad was cheating, you know. It was like a whole fucking thing.
Was it like somebody he was cheating on?
No, it was her roommate. Yeah.
Oh, the guy.
And I said something.
Was it the guy?
The guy did it to me, yeah.
Okay, well,
and I was a little kid, and I was a little kid, and you don't know how to process that stuff. Plus, you're lying to a parent and stuff like that, and you feel wrong.
Horrible, yeah.
Yeah, and I cared a lot, and people were like, "Oh, why do you fucking care about what your parents think? You're 40." Yeah, like it's a thing I care about.
What do you mean? I
mean,
Jesus. I mean,
I told a story in the Friday the 13th one I did about like I joke about it that my parents got divorced because that movie. Kind of was, or that show, the Friday the 13th show, was a reason that my dad went out one night because he was fighting with my mom. And I'm like, I think it's fucking funny now. I don't care.
Yeah.
People want to make a big deal out of it and talk shit. I'm just like, look, I'm open with how things are because I did a lot of therapy. Mm-hmm. I made peace with things in my life. You know, when I was a kid, nobody said, I love you. Nobody said I was proud of you and shit like that. So I created this. I needed to be an artist. I needed to be a writer. I needed to be this so that I would have some fucking like value. That's the way and even up to last year, my only value was what I did on that show or who I wrote for, something like that. And then I was like, well, no, like people like me. Some people like me just because of who I am.
Yeah.
And then you find out who's just has you around while you have something to offer, and then once you don't have anything to offer anymore, they want nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to assure you with the things, because you've been privy to stuff I'm working on and people I'm working with, that like I want to say that by this coming October, I'm probably going to be a little bit further ahead than where some of my older friends were, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because they're staying in a little niche of YouTube.
But I don't even just mean like those people. I mean some other people who were kind of ratty. Like it's not, you know, those guys aren't the end all be all. That's a raw one just because of long time friendships. But again, I made things bad. Like I said to you last time, like I was a shitty ass person because I was trying to process something by myself. And, you know, and I should have asked for help and I didn't. But now we're in a place where, you know, people are seeing me as a guy who's coming back. And that's the coolest thing, that you even get a chance to have a comeback, and that people like you reached out to me and some other people reached out to me and are just like, are you cool? Like everything good? Just to kind of see how you're doing and cheer you fucking on. And now you have like, I almost have 8,000 subscribers to the channel, and I never expected that. I had 600, you know?
How many views do you have now?
I'm getting like, I don't know, I'm almost at 500,000.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, versus like, you just started stuff versus other people who did years ago and everything, and they only got popular because of you.
Some people that we worked with, I mean, some people that, I mean, I can honestly say that if, obviously I'm not ever allowed to talk about some of the stuff I did, but like who other people I wrote for, but there are some big fucking videos out there that I had a hand in, you know?
Exactly.
There's even if it's just like locations or costumes. I've been working with YouTube people since 2007, so, you know, but you also, I'm 40, and like how long do people want to hear a 40-year-old dude's opinion on fucking movies from the 80s or something like that? So I'm trying to diversify more. Telling personal stories is a way to kind of make the movie more relevant than just going point by point and telling what happens in the movie or something like that. And then like the comic book, the movies, the fucking, you know, we're making a video game. Like,
exactly.
You know, and it's one of those things where it's like people are like,
more things. We're doing stuff together.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
I'm gonna be. I haven't been in a stupid like acting movie role thing in years since skateboarding.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, if you come out there, let's
put you in this fucking demon movie. Yeah,
exactly, and stuff. Have fun.
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know what exactly role I'm at and everything and stuff.
No, dude's walking around the con today. This one guy, I was just like, you look like an action star. He's like, he's like, I always wanted to act. I was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Exactly.
You know,
I want you to be in my fucking movie.
Yeah,
man.
like, honestly though, like if you look at Midnight Show, 80% of the people in it are just people who I would see places and go, that's a weird fucking person. I want to put them in something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So that's the that's just.
There used to be a dude who worked at because I would leave the theater like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd need to get like cat food or like toothpaste or some shit.
Yeah.
So I'd go to a 24-hour Walmart, and there used to be this
Not
dude.
that anymore. Jesus.
Yeah, but there used to be this dude who worked there overnight, and he was just this little weird dude. And I was like, I'm gonna put him in a fucking movie. And I did. I put him in Coin Slots, and he's in Coin Slots. And they were like, "Where'd you meet him?" I was like, "Fucking worked at Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning." And I was just like, I want to put this guy in a movie, you know. So it's that easy, you know. And yeah.
But I know how you feel about things and stuff and everything. I mean, I'm not gonna go on my tangent and stuff and everything. But I know how you feel about like how you said you grew up and you didn't get told. Like I was told that I was loved and everything.
Yeah.
Eventually, it was like. You know, it was iffy during my teen years and stuff, and that kind of pushes.
Well, you were
things.
a prick.
I just had to say that, and you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't that much of a prick. I'm more of a prick now.
Okay,
than
good.
I am with that. When you see my nice side, that's how I know I like and respect you and everything and stuff. They're really nice. But if you see me saying "go fuck yourself" and stuff, you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, we're in the elevator and stuff, and you're like, I'm sorry if I'm like being annoying. I'm like, I'm not. Trust me, if you were annoying, I would have gone, hey man, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna crash.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. No, when I invite people out to like be like in our inner circle people, they're people who I don't have to worry about.
Okay.
You know, that's the whole thing. Like, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about being fucking annoying. I'm annoying. I'm annoying as fuck. Just look online and people will tell me how fucking annoying I am.
I don't know. I'm just when I'm around Newt group and everything, and then people ask me questions and stuff, and then they want to talk about my you're like the
guy. Yeah.
It's like, oh god, and it's like, oh my god. It's
yeah,
like,
he's a skateboarding fan. When he found out that you were a skateboarder,
oh fuck.
Yeah.
it's like bro, yes, whatever. Like, and then when people want to know how I'm tradition in the vehicles and stuff, it's like
talk about yourself though, you know. That's a good way to build your personality out to people, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, that's why I tell, you know, I'm telling personal stories now, because I kept it to myself for so long, and it does nothing but damage, you know.
I tell you what though, I really wish I had reached out to you back in October or November or something. It would have been really good and stuff to be able to do things and everything. That's a weird period of time, because again, like, you have these like strangers reaching out to, and you don't know who you can trust and whatnot, and you know, that's probably a good thing that I did not do that, because I waited until I was like, you're not, you know, I didn't come in and be like, oh, I'm gonna catch this guy, because that's one thing I like, you know, when I message you, I didn't want to be that guy that's like thinking, hey, he wants to come up and just scoop me up, slap me down, tell me the fucking story, and fuck off, and he gets famous off it, you know?
And nobody's getting famous over that shit. Nobody cares about that stuff anymore. Life's gone fucking on, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I'm the other show. People, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, a bunch of people tonight didn't, you know, they were like, what happened? And I was like, oh, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm doing my own thing now. And like one dude like gave me a hug. He's like, dude, I was worried that you fucking died. You know, and I'm like, no, I'm on Twitter and stuff like that. You know,
that's why I made that jokingly joke about movie theater. I'm dead inside.
Yeah,
it's like, are you okay? I thought you were fucking dead.
No, I'm alive. I'm more alive than I've been in a long fucking time, man.
But with the famous thing and stuff is like you're not really. You're famous, but you're not famous. That was the same thing with the skating with me and other things and stuff. But that's also with like there's a kid at my local. You said that Greensburg and stuff. There's a kid that has 35,000 subscribers and works at the fucking Best Buy.
That's awesome.
And he reviews shitty TV shows and movies.
That's
and stuff.
awesome.
And it's like, I was like, dude, I'm like, hey, which camera should I get? I got the camera. The camera's bad. But he was like, yeah, we just do it and stuff with a bunch of buddies. And he's got 35,000 subscribers.
And he
has close to what fucking some people have and everything. And they've been doing it for years.
It's crazy.
Spend so much money.
I know.
They are literally on, and they're getting around the same amount of views, so people are actually watching it instead of the, hey, we got 100,000, but we only got 50,000 people watching it. They're shooting it on a stupid like a camera used for a computer. You know what I mean? It's like, and they're just sitting there, and then they cut to the clips and talk about the stupid things. But it's just like,
if I get.
He's not famous. He's going to fucking Best Buy.
No, and I was working I'm working in a movie theater. Well, not anymore, but I mean, I was. But like, it's not. I don't know. It's just like, I don't want to be. I would never want to be the YouTube guy, because it kind of drains your ambition when that's all you are. You know, it's like, oh, I started out, I wanted to be a filmmaker, but now I talk about movies, you know, and it's stuff like that. Or
don't say that. That's a lot of people you're just shooting shots at.
No, but I'm not saying that. I'm just like,
no, I know. I'm just making it.
The only way is like, you know, again, to try a little bit of everything. It's like why they make fucking vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream, you know?
Yeah,
so it's like, if I if I get 5,000 views, it's fucking awesome. You know, that's halfway to what I have. I had a video, my fucking popcorn review got 22,000 views. I don't know how. My Batman review got like 25. I'm like, I don't know how.
Your popcorn review?
The movie Popcorn from 1991. It's like
I missed that one.
Yeah, it was on. It was. I thought they were gonna put it on Joe Bob because it's like this forgotten 80s kind of William Castle style thing of these people in a theater, these gimmicks, and the murderers killing them all in a gimmicky way. Sort of like almost got like a fucking House of Wax vibe to it or something like that. Not the Paris Hilton one.
That surprisingly, I like that one.
I didn't see it.
You did not.
I remember the poster looked like Bukkake, so I thought that was really fucking funny.
It was. Here's a problem with me. Because I grew up with it.
Yeah.
I really like fucking 2000 movies. Like The fucking
Fear.com.
The fucking we're going like Sex Drive type of shit.
Yeah.
And like, American Pie and all this. And then like I heard that they're trying to bring it back, like the American Pie, Girls Rule.
You couldn't do. Yeah.
You can't do it now. Because there's stuff you said back then.
We were literally discussing last night what is the last mainstream comedy that didn't worry about the politics, and I said it was The Hangover, the first one. Seemed like the last movie where you could be offensive and it not be a problem.
Yeah, I would say about that because that movie.
That was 2009.
He says the N-word.
Yeah. Oh, he says a lot of words in that. They use the F slur and stuff like that. But it's like I was thinking about it. It's like you couldn't get away with that now. But that movie was a massive hit across. I was working in a theater when it came out. There was all races, walks, colors, creeds, sexual orientation, whatever, all came to see that movie,
I think movies have their times.
Yeah.
Because it's like people talk about like the superhero thing. Like, what is it? Like Netflix says they're not making anything like the Irishman and stuff anymore, no type of movies. And they're like, what the fuck are you going to make?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're getting away from that stuff because in the past, like how your thing on the news and stuff, where you talk about the Avengers and everything and stuff, those are the stages right now. What's popular, what's making the money and stuff. But years ago it was horror.
Yeah.
Years ago it was comedy.
Yeah.
Years ago it was romantic comedy. Like there's a reason why when Matthew McConaughey was in all fucking romantic comedy movies. People don't realize that. They're like, no, you shouldn't do that. He literally, I think he lost his agent because he fucking said he didn't want to do a movie and did another movie. And so that's when he shaved his head, I think, because he was going bald, because people think that he still has that hair. Okay, but
no, it's totally hair plugs.
Yeah, those are a lot of people. It's like Elon Musk and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, did you not see him in the interview?
The only person I think is funny is that somehow George Lucas over the years, his hairline has moved down further and his chin has moved up, like,
He's good. He's like, yeah, I'm not losing that hair.
What
are you talking about?
You're kidding me? When you got Star Wars money, man,
You fucking Star Wars money.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like what I think it's funny though is like I see Disney buying more things more expensive than fucking Star Wars. And I'm sitting here like,
didn't they bought some anime recently or buying some anime and it was going to cost more than Star Wars?
There's a lot of things that cost more than Star Wars. Like fucking Fox.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, that's an entire studio's worth of titles.
What though that they're going to use that's going to make more money than Star Wars?
The X-Files. No, I don't know. What do they have? What does Fox have?
They have that. They have Predator. They're not going to do it because it fucking any type of. It ain't fucking. I'm sorry, but I do. Me and her went on a tangent of watching the Predator movies. We watched.
Did you see the new trailer though?
What?
The new trailer?
Yes, I did.
But they filmed in English and in native as well. So they're going to release it as well.
It's going to be doing native and everything. And
so I think that's cool representation.
I don't know anybody. I don't mean to sound horrible. I only know so many of my culture and stuff and everything, but I know no one who actually can fully speak.
Oh, okay. Well, like when I lived in Tucson, I know a lot of people out there who were, native.
Yeah.
And they, like, all of them on Facebook are like, fuck yeah, like, this awesome.
That's cool.
And I was like, we should have been doing Predator movies in other time periods this entire fucking time.
Well, I hated, but I also loved the second one.
Oh, I love Predator too.
Fucking I just think it's like, because they act like, because it's like the same thing with like, you don't play video games, but have you ever heard of call it Black Ops?
Yeah,
Black Ops 2. It was based in 2025.
Yeah.
We're almost there, and they're like, there was all that futuristic stuff and everything, and I told my nephew, like, we're almost at that time. We're already 10 years from the date that it came out.
Yeah.
And he's like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, we're almost at 2025, like they were in the game, and he's like, where the fuck's my invisible suit?
Yeah, exactly. Where's my Jetsons car?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
But
at his time where he was actually born.
Yeah, I saw that recently on Twitter.
Did you also see the recently of the ages of how old she was when they had they're because she's like significantly younger than him. He's
really?
like 35 and she's like in her 20s.
Oh, and they had Judy's like 14 and Elroy's like 8.
And if you just like do the math of how old she would have been.
Age of consent changed in the future.
It's still 16 here, bro.
Yeah. I'll never forget, I was running the movie theater, and this creepy dude used to work with us. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's the age of consent. I was like,
14?
I don't know what he said it was, but I was like, call the police. So he called the police, and he asked, and he put her on speakerphone. And the lady at the police station was like, I don't know, if you have to ask, probably don't. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're a fucking creep, you know?
Oh, you pedophile.
Yeah. Fucking gross. I never understand, like, dude, older guys like my age who like hit on like young girls. Like, I'm talking like 17, and I'm just
dude,
what do you fucking have to talk
29.
about? Yeah, I'm 40. You know, I'd be happy if women my age talk to me.
We get things in common because of movies and stuff. But I'll tell you what, if we didn't have that, we probably would have been able to talk to each other.
Yeah, like what do you have to talk about with an 18-year-old if you're 40? You know,
you're gonna talk about how
TikTok.
Well, he's doing the dances.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna floss.
Yeah. Oh, my fiance, and I'm like, your fucking fiance?
Yeah.
I'm like 23 at the highest, and like the lowest, I'll be like 19. I met my thing, and then I'm like I keep seeing a lot of those videos on the TikTok where they're like, oh yeah, I wish I knew you in high school, honey, and stuff. And then she's like hot as fuck. Yeah. And then she's like straight out of senior year and stuff. And it shows him when he's like literally in the 8th grade. Yeah. And he's like a 12-year-old. I
just did a couple last Saturday. I did 4 reviews in one day. And I had, my friend Fallon there and my ex-girlfriend Christy, who I was with for fucking ever. And for some reason, I always thought she was so much younger than me. And she's like, dude, I'm 3 years younger than you. I was like, why do I always think you're so much younger than me, you know? And I was like, because she's got like a baby face, you know?
Yeah, that's the one thing about me. I look like I'm 30, but if I shaved my beard, I would probably look my age. Yeah. It's the beard.
What did you think? You said I was 42 today.
I thought because I think so many people are turning in their 40s.
Do I look that bad for my age?
No, you actually look really fucking good compared to fucking me. I'm getting sick and tired of that. I went and grabbed that. I don't know if you saw my TikTok. I went and grabbed the PS5. They had one, like, I literally walked in and the fat guy left that sold it. I don't mean to be rude, but like that's what literally the guy said.
Didn't they think your wife was your daughter?
No, that was the DMV.
Okay.
The DMV, we walked in and she had to get a new ID and stuff and everything. And we were like, she's like, can she go in here by herself and everything? I'm like, she's 20.
Well, maybe they thought you guys were like Mennonites or something and like you had to get permission, you know?
Come in. Yeah. I don't think so. I rolled up in I don't know what we were driving. I don't know. It could have been. It wasn't this.
He says this is his beater car. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
It has 100,000 miles. Over 100,000 miles.
It's all right. That means
it also has the check engine light on it.
All right. Well,
it's an Audi. So
if I had a Fitbit, it would say check engine. I'm fucking falling apart.
Does your Jeep say that?
No, mine. I keep that in top shape because that's really the only nice thing I own.
It's check engine because something's deleted on here. That's the reason.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the reason why it has it's like my trucks and everything. It's like it says, why does it say your death fucking fuel is full? Shut up.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, shut up.
You a cop?
The EPA are looking at me. That's like another thing. Like there's environmental bullshit and stuff.
Yeah, Jersey's like that. They crack down on the environmental stuff too.
Oh my god. Well, they'd hate me.
Yeah.
Just like Elon Musk hates me, but he blocks me on everything.
Yeah, but no, my Jeep is literally the only first. My second car I ever bought brand new. The first car I ever bought brand new. Fucking dude hydroplaned. This is in 2004. Dude,
what car was it?
I had a brand new. It was a Dodge something. But it was.
Well, you lost me at the Dodge.
I know. Well,
from
no.
2000?
So the problem was when I going through chemo and shit like that, I lost my job at the theater then because you sign a contract that you're as able-bodied now as you're going to be throughout your contract.
That seems fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
That seems like they can get a very fucking go out of business.
Because you sign a contract and you willfully sign into it. So I couldn't carry the film cans and stuff like that because my back is where I was getting surgery and all that. So I got a job at a Dodge dealership as a lot attendant.
Was it a car SUV?
No, it was just like a sportier car. I had pictures of it. I think I actually posted pictures not too long ago.
Four-door?
Yeah.
It could have been a Charger.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what year they came back.
It was 04, 05. But I'm driving to a friend's house, and he still lived with his parents, and it lived up by where I went to high school. So I'm going. We used to call this road the Batman Road, because remember in '89 Batman, he goes through like that creepy wooded.
Yes.
And it looks like that. And this fucking dude in SUV came the other way, and he hydroplaned, and he literally drove up my hood. Yeah, and like, I guess the way that car was, the fucking bumper, it was lower where it triggers the airbag. So the airbag didn't go off, so I got the impact, and then I went like this, and then the airbag went off, and it drove my arm into my wrist into my sternum. So I broke my wrist, I broke my sternum, I broke my orbital bone, and that was my first new car. And then just last year or 2 years ago, when my lease was up on my, I had a really, really nice car, a Kia, but I was like, fuck it. I like the Kia. I liked it.
Well, here's the thing, though. You live in PA.
I needed I needed 4-wheel drive.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing. But things go wrong in the amount. It's like my mother-in-law. She has a Kia, and I'm like, she lives in Florida. That's good. If you don't have one, that's not.
You have to go there for the parts and shit like that.
Well, no. They get very rusty easily,
okay,
and then it's like you got a 2-year-old car, and you're like, it can't move.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you're spending a lot of money to fix that is the problem.
Yeah.
But also too, they have their engine problems, so don't buy them anymore. Ever since they switched something on them, did a cheaper way, lowered it down. I'm not explaining it.
Yeah.
But,
no, it's all right. No, so I had a Kia.
You had a lease.
I leased a Kia because I was working at the movie. I was running the movie theater. It was an hour away
SUV.
from. No, it was just a
car.
Yeah, it was a car.
I didn't know they sold them.
Yeah, and then I got rid of that. I got the Jeep I have now, which I absolutely love. I was in a minor accident on Christmas Day this year. A woman stopped short in front of me.
Where were you going?
Work.
On Christmas Day.
I work every holiday.
What the fuck's on a Christmas Day?
Movie theaters are always open on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve,
doing
Super Bowls.
What?
People are fucking crazy.
Super Bowl, it's a fucking Super Bowl. Not everybody watches that.
I know, but the Eagles.
What are you fucking watching,
I'm
though?
15 minutes out of Philadelphia, where I was at the Wayne, and the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, and people were still coming to the movies, then getting mad at me that they missed kickoff, like I fucking Al-Qaeda them and black bagged them, and they woke up at the movie theater,
I was in the fucking stadium. What the fuck?
Because I was telling you guys at dinner, like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and like a dude fucking punched a police horse, and they were like, well, what are you gonna do now that the Eagles won the Super Bowl? I was like, I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, get that fucking Nicolas Cage shit in there. I want a Nicolas Cage. I want to meet him. So
me too. I would love to work with Nick Cage.
Only celebrity, the only star. I'd be like, yes.
Yeah, that new movie where he plays himself was incredible. It was good.
I didn't get to see it.
I reviewed it.
Is it still in theaters?
I think it might be streaming at this point.
If it is, it's like the same thing. We didn't even go see the new Doctor Strange movie yet. And
it was good.
It was really good.
The Sam.
I already know the spoilers.
Yeah.
So it's like,
no, the stuff that Sam Raimi did, I really liked because it felt like Sam Raimi. It felt like his greatest hits, But
the guy from The Office is the
John Krasinski is Mr. Fantastic. He's Reed Richards.
So
yeah,
well.
No, it does. And I like when when Wanda shows up and she's like, do you have children? She's like, yes. It's like, is their mother still alive? He said, good. And he says, yeah. And he goes, good. Then they won't be orphans. And then fucking kills Mr. Fantastic.
Oh fuck! I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, everybody in the Illuminati's killed.
Oh, is he part of that?
Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, Captain Marvel.
The Captain Marvel.
Yeah, well, the one, the black girl who takes over in the comics.
I don't know.
Yeah. Her.
You're going too far on.
Yeah.
It's like the Thor frog shit, and it's like I know.
I love the Thor frog shit.
I love it, but you're like people go into that, and I'm like, dude, there's certain issues I didn't.
Yeah, but Charles Xavier's in it, and he's got the yellow flying wheelchair, and they play the '90s X-Men theme when he comes on camera, and I was like, dude, that's awesome,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that.
But yeah, so like
Are they actually dead though? That's
no, they're dead in that universe. It takes place in an alternate reality.
Here's the sucky part about it though. I wanted him to be John.
But he still could be.
Yeah, it's true.
What I think is funny is like these people who are in alternate realities, like Doctor.
Why'd she kill him though in that movie?
To just take out everybody.
Oh, fuck,
yeah. But the funny thing is like, I think it's funny that like every other universe, Benedict Cumberbatch is still Mr. Fantastic, or is still Doctor Strange, but somehow in the Spider-Man movies, three different dudes are Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's the same thing with Professor X and everything.
Yeah.
He's still fucking.
Yeah.
It's still it's still him and
still,
everything.
Yeah, it's still
Who
Patrick
else?
Stewart.
Yeah. So it's also the same thing in the Spider-Man universe, though. Probably should back up a little bit and everything.
Yeah.
We'll keep where you're. Sorry about that. I don't mean to do that and stuff. But
I'm just trying to cover your license plate, so I keep trying to like inch in, trying to be a good friend. Yeah.
What are they gonna do? You can take a picture of it and search it up anyway.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gonna say that I'm the some type of killer or something?
Yeah.
They don't know where I live.
Well, we are gonna steal that chair upstairs. There's this like 70s chair in the hotel room, and I was like, oh, we're taking that. Yeah. We're at the Holiday Inn in Scranton, Ohio, or Scranton, Pennsylvania.
We're at the Scranton Con for the office.
I think they do that, actually.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's like this. Some movie's shooting there right now.
Oh, really?
At the actual, because it became a studio eventually, but the actual office that they
Oh,
shot
cool.
at for years and stuff in California or wherever they shot it, they're shooting their new TV show there or something. And I was like, that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're on the.
Because I was up in Scranton last October for.
I don't know if they shot it up there or not.
No, they shot it in California, but they shot like exteriors and stuff in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah. I mean, you're just gonna go out there, take us for film crew and stuff and everything.
But we were up in Scranton last year at the Circle Drive-In, and Linnea Quigley was up there from like Return of the Living Dead and stuff like that. So we were hanging out with her just at the drive-in. It was fucking raining like crazy, and it was awesome, you know?
I wish I got more people's autographs and stuff. I didn't have any more money.
Yeah.
Tom Savini and Todd really just pushed me out good.
My whole thing was, the best thing about today was when Ken Foray came over from Dawn of the Dead and From Beyond and Kenan and Kel, you know? But when I was a little kid, my parents let me watch Dawn of the Dead way too early, way too early. And I just thought that his character was like the coolest fucking dude I'd ever seen. So I was telling kids on the playground in elementary school that he was my uncle.
Yes, I thought that was funny.
And they were like... They're like,
can't be your uncle.
Yeah, what? And so I told him that today. I was like, yeah, everybody used to make fun of me for that. He's like, guess what? We're related now. And he gave me a hug and a fist bump. And on the way out, as he's leaving today, he's like, see you, fam. And I was like, yeah, bye, Uncle Ken. But that was cool.
You're going to have to give me one of those posters you guys had and everything to hang down in my man cave that you guys had.
Oh, yeah, we're... before you leave, I'll get them out of the back, yeah.
I just realized that and everything. I saw that you had posters. I'm like, I want one for
Actually, they're up in the room. They're in the box in the room. Yeah.
Well, I bet. Well, don't want to let him.
Well, I thought we were making gay porn. I was really disappointed when he was like, hey, I thought we were going to do part 2 of the interview. And I was like, fuck.
I thought we were doing fucking Friday the 13th remake gay porn.
Yeah, they probably exists, you know.
There's a lot of porn. There's a lot.
Friday the 13 inches, you know.
I think if you have a fetish or you like something, I think you could find it. I'm pretty sure you could find something fucking this car.
Yeah.
I only like a 2013 Audi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Rule 34 everywhere.
But the one thing I should be to ask about and everything is that I want to ask this and stuff. Is like, how do you feel? I tried before and everything, but how do you feel about this movie industry that's going on right now? I mean, I feel like we're in a shitty time. I mean, in my opinion, because we only have the stupid Marvel and then the DC. We'll get
they're the only things that are really keeping the movie industry going right now.
Yeah,
you know,
at least in theaters.
They're
the only people keeping anything alive.
And I don't think again. Marvel is there's stuff about it I really like. There's always something about them that I like. I skipped Shang-Chi because like I don't care. But I mean, I watched it and I was like, oh, I liked it. It was so separate from everything else. You know.
It reminded me of Marvel when Iron Man 2 came out.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like it's a different period. If they came out then, it probably would have been more popular. It still was popular.
Yeah.
But what I mean by is like I'd probably respect it more than it is right now.
I just never cared about the character, and they're not using certain characters because they don't own the rights to them and stuff like that. So it's fine.
Who owns the rights to anybody?
I think like Fu Manchu, who was the bad guy in it, is owned by somebody else.
But that's like the fucking Hulk, though. The only thing that they don't own is Spider-Man and the Hulk.
Well, you know why? They're Universal and still owns the theatrical rights to the Hulk. That's why you'll never see a solo Hulk movie ever again because they can't.
That's why they do Hulk and Thor.
Yeah.
It was practically a Hulk movie. Everybody acts like it wasn't, but it was. It was a Hulk movie. I mean, he was the main character and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I knew about that and stuff. It's just I know that it's
the movie industry as a whole, like,
is shit.
I think a big thing is like there's cool stuff coming to streaming, but there's also like fucking cool shit.
There's more stuff better coming to streaming than there is coming, and half the budgets too.
Yeah, but again, it's like everybody wants to talk shit about Star Wars and all this kind of stuff.
The reason why I can talk shit about Star Wars and stuff is because I grew up with the prequels.
Yeah.
And if you're worse than the fucking prequels, then there's an issue.
Yeah.
But I think, in my opinion, that like a lot of TikTokers and stuff will say, maybe I'll throw this clip onto TikTok and everything. Maybe his Muppet ass will see me. This guy Muppet talks about stuff. But like, one thing that bothers me about it is like everybody always says, well, Disney wasn't going to just do the stuff that George gave them.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? That's not Disney. It's like, have you fucking seen a Marvel movie?
Yeah.
What do you think any of this shit comes from? Every fucking comic book, they change.
Yeah, well, that's so they don't have to pay the writers and the artists and shit like that, you know?
Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, but every, like, Civil War, they just change some of the things about it and stuff. That sucks, but they're still doing that story.
Yeah,
Secret War, they're going to be doing Secret Wars.
I know, yeah.
And they're just going to change small things about it.
But I think, like, the Star Wars shows
are way better.
Are closer to George Lucas than the movies have been.
Well, yeah, because Dave Filoni, Disney's probably like, stop bringing him around. Fuck you.
Yeah. But
Do you want me to make this shit?
I really fucking dug Rogue One. You know, I thought it was cool.
I liked it. I didn't like it at first, but I played the Jedi Fallen Order game and stuff and everything. And it has the guy, Cameron is his name and stuff. He's from, you ever watched Shameless before or ever heard of it? So he's on there. He's one of the kids that are gay, I think, and stuff, and has a relationship with somebody. Actually, the kid who's... Do you remember the Max Keeble's big move? It was in the early 2000s. So remember the bully from that movie and stuff? He is his gay boyfriend.
Really?
Shameless, yeah. He doesn't have the orange hair. He has it dyed black.
See,
and stuff.
he could get over being a bully.
Yeah, he finally came out.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Said, I'm not going to bully Max anymore. I'm so sorry.
Living his fucking truth, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he's a great thing. And he was also the Joker in the Gotham. I know you didn't watch that.
Okay, but I know what he looks like. All right.
Yes. So he was in that game, and the fucking game is like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
And you're playing the fucking movie. You need to get into gaming.
I suck at that stuff, man. I don't have the patience for it. But like,
But what I'm saying though is like they put Rogue One in it because it's during Rogue One or the era of doing it, and it made me like it more because I was like, this is kind of like an army movie and stuff. And I like army stuff. I like MASH. I love MASH actually, but I thought it was like crappy. But then I'm like, okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a problem that Disney can't do with the 3 other movies. You can't appreciate that at all. Really.
And as you took away all of the stuff we already know about Han Solo, I liked Solo.
Oh yes, I did too. I wanted to say about that to you and stuff. I really love that movie.
It was the only thing that irked me about it was that everything that we know about Han Solo happens in like 1 hour. You know,
I don't remember I don't remember his name. The guy who plays Lando. The rapper.
She's Childish Gambino. It's Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah,
I fucking love him as Lando.
Yeah, me too.
People are like, oh, he sucked. Dude, you said he sucked?
I thought he was great.
He fucking looks like him, too.
Yeah.
It's like...
And he's got the fucking swagger of Billy D,
he's got
you
the
know?
fucking, like, moving it around and everything, like the way he's, like, loses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has what he has. But people, like, complained about the... People complained about the person who played him. They're like, you should have had Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt does not look like fucking... Does not look like...
like Harrison Ford. I think he did a good job in it. Again, I think it felt like...
Different guy, not Chris Pratt.
Yeah, but it felt like a director was fired and they brought another director in.
The
dudes who did the Lego movie and Into the Spider-Verse.
And more, too.
Yeah, and they got...
Didn't they also do did they do anything with
They did
Marvel?
Clone High. Well, they did the Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay,
that's a Sony movie.
But that's a fucking good Sony movie.
Oh, it's a great
Same
movie.
thing with Lego Batman.
I think
Did you watch Lego Batman?
I love Lego Batman.
I know.
I fucking loved it.
Did you like Lego Batman too?
Yes.
I meant Lego movie too.
Yeah,
you
I thought it was funny.
I
liked the Batman stuff in that a lot. You know,
I really do.
But the first Lego movie is way better.
Oh yeah, well, because it's the first movie.
And the Lego Batman was just fucking hilarious. Like they pulled some like deep cut Batman references out of that, you know.
That's the one thing. It's like I was like telling you about the Lego games and stuff. It's like you were like talking to me. He's like, this child's talking to me. I'm talking about the Lego.
There's a little boy talking to me on the phone. Is Chris Hansen gonna show up? We're gonna find out you're 12. You know. Why don't you have a seat?
Yeah, Newt, have a seat with me.
Like, what the fuck?
But the one thing I like about the Lego Batman games is, especially like 3, there's so many of the fucking comic books Batman's put in a whole area.
Yeah,
And that's the one thing I like about it. I think you can use those things in those type of things.
Yeah.
But we were saying that was like the Marvel. That's what's really killing the movies, though, in my opinion. I want to know what you think. But people want to know. People want to know about this stuff.
I love the Marvel movies. I do. I hate the formula. I hate that everything has to be like McDonald's, but I get it. And if it makes that much money, why would you change it?
Yeah, but but that's the same thing about saying about the Tim Burton thing and stuff, and the reason why they didn't bring him back and stuff for Batman.
But it's one of those things where it's just like, if it keeps people coming to the movies, if it keeps comic books alive, I can't be mad about it.
Okay.
You know, but I also think that we do need to bring back the era of the mid-tier movie, something has a little bit more, like The Northman. They make an indie movie by a studio. It's a beautiful movie. Nobody came to see it. Nobody fucking cares about it.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I'm really gonna pee.
But yeah,
we're back. I had to pee for like the last 20 minutes, so I had to run up to the third fucking floor where our room is to pee, and I was just like, I was gonna go find a bush or something like that. Yeah. No, like trying to be less shitty about stuff. And there's things about the Marvel movies I don't like. There's things about the DC movies I don't like.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. But it's the only thing keeping movie theaters going right now, and nobody's really going. Like, people went to go see, like, I don't know, there was like some weird movies that'll like hit and be a thing, and it's good when just people come to the theaters. I just don't want it to just be superhero movies, because when that crashes, what do we have?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Because everybody's trying to do a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we're getting to the point where the sad part about it in life right now is that everybody's being in a monopoly.
Yeah.
Disney's buying everything, and even Discovery bought Warner Brothers and everything.
Yep.
And the sad part about that is like, it's a good thing because you can see that they're trying to bring back the Zack Snyder verse and everything. Like, by offering,
I hope so, man.
They're offering Ben Affleck a bunch of money, and they're doing things. And people keep thinking that Henry Cavill. They keep thinking that he. They hate him or something, but it just Netflix owns him for what he can.
Witcher?
For The Witcher and stuff. And he's under a contract that says he can't be in this or that and blah 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 and everything and stuff. So it's like, he's not gonna come back for fucking Superman.
Yeah.
Like, if he does, they're gonna cut him off like they did in fucking.
And that was just his stunt double.
Yeah, and it was just exactly and stuff and everything. So it's like, you gotta.
Or like the end of Peacemaker, they were just body doubles, except for Flash and Aquaman.
I think freaking Batman, that scene was taken
out.
No, I mean by him. I was Superman in that.
It was in the everybody but Cyborg.
So everybody besides Cyborg.
But the only two people who had lines were those two.
But what I was gonna say is that I'm pretty sure that scene with Superman floating in the air, I'm pretty sure it's just from something else.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
I think
no, they were stunt doubles.
Because they reshot that. Yeah. They couldn't take that from a Superman movie.
Because the dude in the Batman costume had a Sailor Moon phone case, and I kept saying like, okay, it's canon. It's canon now. Batman is a Sailor Moon fan.
It's the funniest thing though, is that that guy is also Robert Pattinson's Batman sample, and everybody's like saying, give him some fucking acting lessons. He looks like fucking Batman.
The dude who's the stuntman who did a lot of Affleck stuff for the fighting in the warehouse scene in Batman vs Superman. Stuntman, he's done a lot of shit, but he came to my friend's store in down in Atlantic City, the Farpoint Toys, and they were like, dude, he's the nicest fucking dude, but he's like jacked. Yeah.
Talk about don't need to give him any type of fucking skin. It's like even with that The Boys. You ever heard of that story?
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, and they have Jensen Ackles from Supernatural coming in, and he recently
Soldier
said,
Boy.
Yeah, they recently said, hey, they're like, you got to get jacked for this shit. So he did, and then dude came in laughing and said, you said they could have put fucking shit in your suit, man.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing. Back then, you actually had to get jacked. It's like, you ever seen the audition tape for Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, he was jacked. Yeah,
he was jacked.
But like Michael Keaton and Batman just had like fucking rubber muscles, you know? Because even like Stallone said, he's like, why was I doing so much work to keep my body like this when you could just wear molded muscles, you know?
Yeah.
Those movies weren't about him being strong. It was more about the psychological angle of this fucking weird dude in a bat costume.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
Yeah.
I think the one thing I always thought it's funny though, everybody loves Michael Keaton Batman. I don't like him as Bruce Wayne.
No.
I don't think he's a good Bruce Wayne.
No, I thought he was, I mean,
He's better
the
than
Tim
others.
Burton version of Bruce Wayne.
He's
yes.
good for, yeah.
The second movie, especially
comic books that we grew up in and stuff. No,
but the idea of the identity crisis in part 2, where he's like, I forgot. He's like, oh, I forgot who I was for a minute, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like it's that idea of, am I Batman right now? Am I Bruce Wayne right now? The only person who's fucking nailed both of them. I mean, Kevin Conroy, obviously voicing. Is Affleck.
Affleck, because he reminds me of the animated series.
Yes, Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Exactly.
You know?
And he does a great job, and he looks good old, too. And he's like, and it's just like, if they would give him money to even come back for a Batman Beyond series, I always say, I know you're probably like, no, fuck off. But
I would love to do Keaton in Batman Beyond.
The only reason why I would say Ben Affleck is because it's just his build.
Yeah.
Keaton doesn't have the build.
No.
He has...
I'm excited to see what they do. I mean, if
we
the
need
Flash,
somebody who's square.
If the fucking...
That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
Somebody who's square. Keaton's like just a normal guy and everything. Ben Affleck has that...
He's a big dude. He's a brawler.
Yeah.
Everybody was like Fat Man. They kept calling. It's like, oh, he's so fat in that costume. I was like, did you fucking see what he looked like in that movie without the suit on? Like,
I'm sorry, he had to come back at the random time for the fucking Zack Snyder to redo everything. They're like, you can tell when he's fat and in shape, and it's like,
yeah, because Joss Whedon
took 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he didn't care either.
Yeah.
He said it was like the worst experience. You know,
because of fucking Joss Whedon.
Yeah,
and that's the reason why it ended things. That's why reason why we have Cyborg problems.
Yeah,
but also too, you can go on without Cyborg and everything. I always told people that was more of a Teen Titans character and stuff. He became part of the Justice League when he got older, but
I would have replaced him. I mean, you need the tech character, you know. So, but I would have replaced him with Jon Stewart.
Yes, that would have worked and everything. But you also have they put in what's his name, the alien
Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, he's the tech guy. You don't need fucking
I am like with Black Adam. I'm like, man, they've got Atom Smasher and Dr. Fate and Cyclone. I was like, that's fucking cool, you know.
It's just I don't know. I hope
I always liked the JSA. I've always been a Justice Society fan as well because I love the idea of like just before World War II, what a world of superheroes would be like, you know.
So Captain America.
Yeah, kind of. You know. Well, at least they were smart enough with Wonder Woman, the first one, to put her in World War One. You know.
Yeah, because that's when she would have been around.
And then to completely neuter her in Wonder Woman 84 and just have because that faux girl power and shit like that. And I'm just like, just like that movie. It's like, we get it. Mandalorian's playing Donald Trump. We get it. Donald Trump bad. We get it. Stop. Just make a fucking movie. Like, not everything has to have an agenda.
Mandalorian playing Donald Trump?
Yeah, what's that guy? Pascal? The dude is the Mandalorian.
Yeah, what about, is he playing Donald Trump?
He was the bad guy in, he was Maxwell Lord in Wonder Woman 84, and they basically just made him Donald Trump.
Oh, why does everybody ever make everything Donald Trump?
Or why do you have to make anything political at all? Like, yes, you know what? No, not political, because comic books have always been political. There's always been satire in them.
Yeah, but that's just the same thing as Star Wars, though. Is like people hated the prequels and everything because of the political things about it. But fucking Star Wars was fucking political.
Yeah, exactly. You know? But the whole thing is just like, not everything right now needs an agenda. People don't go to the reason that people don't go to fucking movies is because they're just tired. They're tired of being hit with that shit. And then it's like they go to see something like a Disney movie, like a whatever movie, because it's escapism, and we need to go back to escapism, you know?
Yeah, that's like when I go to the movie theater, I don't want to know, like, if they made a movie about, you know, shooting stuff like what we recently had and everything. If they made a movie about that, like a kid being in the fucking bathroom or trying to escape or something, I wouldn't go watch that, because guess what I don't want to remind myself about is that.
How fucked up the world is.
Yes, exactly. It's like, you know, people don't make movies about other countries where there's stabbings and other things. You know what I mean? We don't make movies things about that and stuff. Like, the war movies are good because that actually happened and it's the past. Yeah. But we're not talking about something right now. It's like the same thing when people talk about Donald Trump. It's just like, he wasn't that bad. Shut the fuck up. It's like Joe Biden. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, he's the fucking president.
Yeah, who cares?
Small things change, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I hate my gas prices, but, you know, I'm going to blame it on him, like everybody else is going to do and everything. And he might have something to do with it. He probably 100% has something to do with it. But guess what? We can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
And it's just like, it's nothing to do. I always say this, and I know you probably hate me. I was like, I'd like a good mean tweet right now instead of spending $6 a gallon. Yeah. And that's how I feel. But the thing is about it, though, is like, we had a funny president with Trump. Shut the fuck up.
See,
Obama was the you know, the cool guy doing his thing and stuff, playing basketball, put a basketball thing. Like, we have different sets of presidents.
Every time period.
Yeah.
and it's
we
all
had Reagan. He was the movie star.
Yeah.
You know, we had Kennedy, who was the women,
Yeah.
the womanizer. Then we had Bill Clinton, that was just cool and getting his dick sucked.
Yeah. But again, it's like it's you know
we don't need to talk about those.
Exactly.
The president doesn't need
when
to
you
be,
like you were like, oh, I don't want to tell you my political beliefs. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm a Democrat. I'm very liberal, you know, but that doesn't fucking matter because that's not what we're talking about.
No. What does that matter?
We're talking about you like horror movies, you like fucking superhero flicks, you like Zack Snyder shit. We talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about. Not everything has to take the agenda and ram it down your fucking throat.
Yeah, like there's a new TikTok trend going on right now. It's like, did you have a friend or anybody you know that you can talk to that is a different political things?
Yeah.
I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
you, my mother. You know what I mean? It's like, but it's also like, I don't know. I never want to talk about political things
Yeah.
and stuff. Is because we're not all 100% right.
Yeah.
None of us are. You aren't. I
And you're
aren't.
never gonna.
No one. Even a libertarian like I kind of am and stuff and everything. It's just like, you know, it's like, yeah, I want free healthcare, but I also like to own a tank.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
You know?
like, but it's like even them, they're not.
Yeah.
Correct. But it's what I'm saying though is like, it's so we can get past this and stuff. Is that you don't need to bring Donald Trump
Exactly.
as a president.
Yeah,
You don't need
for
to bring
fucking
Obama.
Wonder
You
Woman.
don't need to
Yeah.
bring fucking Hillary Clinton
Yeah.
or anybody and stuff and everything. Like you need to just have a random president.
Yeah.
You just need to have a
But
random guy.
They just and because he wasn't president in the movie or anything. It was just they tried to make it that character, and it was just ugly and gross.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, we get it. We get Hollywood. You think you're right. You're off. You know, as liberal as I fucking am, there's so much shit that I'm conservative about because liberal people are just as gross as conservative people are. Because people who
the far right are fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And the far left
is fucking horrible. Yeah.
Like, you know, we were talking about like we don't approve abortion, but when they said that they were going to completely make it illegal, like, that's not okay.
No,
Hold up, that's us. No, you know what I mean? We're going to have a baby. You know what I mean? It's like, but don't make that to the fucking girl who's been raped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it illegal or something for her not to fucking do it or anything else. No, everybody needs to have their own opinion and be able to do their thing.
But the thing about so there's a difference between an opinion and a belief.
Exactly.
People who have beliefs don't change
Stop
them.
believing the
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. Once you have a belief, it's harder to change. When you have an opinion or an idea can change.
Yeah.
We can have a conversation, and you could bring up something about the fucking far right that I didn't know, and it changes my perception, and I do my research on it, and I go, fuck, I never knew that. I feel shitty about how I treated certain people because of their beliefs and stuff like that. I try to always be down the middle when it comes to things, because, you know, I am very, you know,
You should stop calling yourself a Democrat then. You should start calling yourself a libertarian then.
you know.
Because it's just...
Yeah.
They like everything.
Yeah, you know, and I don't like everything. You know, I believe in... Whatever, I'm not going to get into my beliefs on shit, but it's just a matter of, like... Because I'm just going to open a can of worms I can't close. I already have enough people who fucking hate me. You know, they're like...
What do you hate so bad?
No, there's just things that I would like to see change of, you know?
Oh, yeah, I would love it. I liked when people don't talk about the rifle thing and stuff. It's 18 and you can go get it, but you can't go get a pistol and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump wanted to change it, but the Republicans didn't want to change it in office, and it's like, dude, make it 21 so the fucking 18-year-old psychopath can't go fucking shoot up kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there was
that's
just
stupid.
Yeah. You know,
I love guns and everything and stuff, but there should be a hard way of getting certain guns.
Yes.
Because like pistols and everything, so long. You sit there forever and everything. Rifle fucking takes 2 minutes because they think you're hunting with it. And yes, you can be, but like.
But if you're hunting with an AK, how bad are you at hunting? What are you hunting? The xenomorph?
I have a gun. I have guns to protect myself.
Yeah.
But like me, okay, I'm gonna admit it. I have an AK. I have fully automatic Russian AK. And stuff.
But you are a sane individual.
Yeah, that's not gonna go fucking do stuff. That's more like, hey, if a zombie apocalypse
Yeah.
that will never happen,
Yeah.
but if it did, there's something right
Yeah.
there. You know, it's something cool to have, and it hasn't been out of the fucking case in years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since I was 18, and I'm gonna be 24. Think about how long that's been.
Yeah.
I bought it at 18, put it in the case, and never touched it again.
Yeah, like I have friends who shoot, well, old friends who shoot. I've shot before. I'm scared of guns.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a thing because
I know how to use them.
Exactly.
And you would be, how do I say this? It's like a police officer. You would be more comfortable around me.
Yeah.
being that actually knows, like I could be the person in the movie set to be like, make sure this is a this
so
is a blank.
Alec Baldwin doesn't shoot anybody.
Yeah, exactly. And stuff. And they're actually they're going back on the set to shoot the rest of the movie.
Really?
Yes, I didn't think.
Don't say shoot the rest of the
movie. Don't say shoot the rest of the movie.
But like it's a weird subject because I
don't talk about things because the bad thing about it is that no matter if you are, because I don't talk about things like that, is because I can offend a far-right person, I can offend a far left, I can offend somebody who's in the middle, I can offend somebody who's a little bit more towards anything.
I could say that truck is white, and you could say actually it's an off, mauve or something.
Fucking cream. It's an egg color.
So nobody agrees on fucking anything, and I'm tired. I'm tired of the fucking. It's just like it's mostly scary that like remember South Park did the episode where there's more school shootings, so the teacher just talks louder because they've just adjusted to it. I hate that that's how we are as a people because again I'm very empathetic, and this is part of the reason I never want to have kids because I'm terrified of everybody's a fucking psychopath anymore.
Yeah, because it's like people are talking about teaching certain things in school. It's like.
It's like, okay, wait, hold on. You're the people on the far right are like they're indoctrinating our kids, but you also want to give them a gun, like.
Yeah, no, my opinion on that and stuff that no one listens to me about. It's like give a military worker who is out of the military, doesn't have a job, let him sit at the.
Do you know how many dudes I've met who like who served our country and fucking were in the shit, and now they just leave them to their own devices and are like homeless and shit like that, and it's gross.
Why don't they have the job?
Yeah.
You want to give a teacher a gun? How about you just make him stand there?
How about you also make it so that teachers don't have to fucking pay for their own stuff, like there's so many things we can do to make it a better world that we choose not to,
fucking Los Santos Customs.
I didn't know what was going on there.
I think he noticed we were shooting, so he went around and everything. All right. But
good for him then.
But good guy. I think they came past slowly before. They actually were like.
It's because they know how famous you are. You tell me constantly. You're like, I'm very famous.
I'm very famous.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, shut up.
Compared.
No way, man. You've done some shit. I've just like fucking talk at my kitchen table. But we got way off topic there.
What the main point of it is that like we don't like political things in movies and stuff because no matter what we're going to do, my opinion can be different than somebody else, and their opinion is going to be different. So it's not going to do well.
No, and it's the whole go woke, get woke, go broke. That whole thing, and it's like
it's true though.
I just skipped the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, and I was like, never in my life did I think I would skip a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
You didn't watch the new one?
No.
The only thing I saw the clip was the fucking.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't need.
You're gonna be canceled, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
Yeah, but like the movie's so like a woke, like they all save money to buy the town,
and then they get it, and then like when I saw the review. Was they get offended because the woman had a Confederate flag, all right?
Yeah.
And what should have happened there is they go, look, this is how these people live. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck are we to? Yeah, you know what? I think it's wrong. To me, it's a symbol of hate. But I also grew up with a lot of mixed people in my life.
Duke's a hazard.
No, I know, but guess what? You can't, and that's again, instead of like erasing history, let's confront history.
Exactly.
But in that movie, you just go, okay, the lady had a Confederate flag. Hey, I'm a black dude. I don't like this. She goes, all right, yeah, I understand. It's my house. If you guys are buying the town, I get it. But like they instead blow it out of proportion because again, this fucking woke culture shit where it's just like you guys. I understand what you're fighting for and what you believe in, but you also don't understand the other side and that I'm not here to serve you. Yeah. You can't. I'm not gonna. It's like the same thing with religion. It's like. My God says I can't do that. Okay, great. My God says you can't do that. You can go fuck yourself right in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like going to a fucking. That's like I had a buddy who's older and stuff tell me about how his son can't go to fucking school with a peanut butter and jelly, and they wanted to kick him out of the school because they thought it was like an actual weapon. They're it's like a weapon.
Did you ever see Ricky Gervais's comedy special?
Yeah.
So Ricky Gervais has this comedy special, and he's talking about he was on an airplane and he wanted peanuts, but he couldn't have them because he's in first class too.
Yeah.
He's rich as fuck, and a little girl.
I love his opinion too.
Yeah, and a little girl in the thing was just like, well, she can't eat peanuts because she has an allergy, so you can't. So he's like, if I was going to have a dinner party and I could either invite that little girl or Adolf Hitler, I would invite Adolf Hitler because then we could have peanuts in my home. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know,
but that's the same thing. It's like, oh, it's a peanut butter jelly. It's like, that's like bringing in a gun, sir.
Yeah.
It's like if she's. I know how some people's allergies, like her, you can't have like.
I can't eat onions. I can't.
Oh, really?
I'm so allergic to onions.
That's a lot of fucked up things you.
Keep this in the video.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna be like, we're gonna cut that out.
Yeah,
like, no,
a car just fucking barrels through and I'm killed instantly.
I'm sorry, guys. That was the last episode of fucking.
Yeah, you do it in slow motion. I explode like a fucking water balloon full of blood. I'm the fucking dude in RoboCop, you know.
Or fucking in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
He rolls into the exact van. Yeah. Oh my god, I got him! Boom!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's Ben Tramer?
Yeah, it's fucking Ben
fucking
Tramer.
Kills Ben Tramer.
The guy that she was going to want to go out and date.
Yep. Yeah, it was crazy.
That is actual writing gold right there.
Oh yeah.
To do stupid shit like I love those type of things. You ever notice though is like remember the episode do you remember Halloween 5 when they had the fucking cops come around all the time?
Yeah.
And they would do like a clown song like
it was.
It's like what the fuck?
It was so. I hate Halloween 5 though. Halloween the cops.
I do like Friday the 13th. 5 and everything.
Oh, I love 5.
I still fucking think it's good and everything.
I love 5.
The one question I wanted to ask you because I don't want to go I don't want to do anything, but I want to ask us and stuff. For you to do at a drive-in because you have one, we have one and stuff and everything. For you to do a marathon movie of Freddy and Jason, what Jason movie do you play? For because you're gonna play the first. Yeah. You're gonna play the first. Nightmare on Elm Street.
I would do. If you want to do a cross section.
We're doing people actually know who Jason is from pop culture.
Yeah.
What one are you gonna play? Because you're not gonna play the first movie.
No, I would
Jason's
do 4.
4.
4 tends to be the one that people like the most.
I would say
6 probably people like too, but 6 doesn't have tits in it or that much gore.
You need to know about.
Yeah.
Things. I was either gonna say 3 or 4 is my
4 I would think would be the one for all audiences.
Yes.
5 if you just love sleazy shit. I love sleazy shit, and I fucking love Jason X. I don't care what anyone says. I love Jason X.
Listen. I don't care how many times he does. When he's waiting on this, we're doing the review for that. So together, it doesn't matter if it's on Zoom or we're together.
Yeah.
I'm doing the review with him because I love that fucking movie.
Justin Silverman and I saw that 3 times in the theater together.
Did he like it?
Oh, we loved it. It was just pure schlock, and that's kind of what getting back to wrapping all these stuff.
Schlocking off.
Schlocking off. I got my pin on. But
you look like fucking what's his name from Jay and Silent Bob, the comic book guy from Mallrats,
fucking Walt Flanagan or
Brady.
Oh, Brady.
You have that kind of greenish sweater. He has he literally wearing jeans and stuff and slides in with his.
I'm gonna walk around with a paper cup and make people fill it up for me like him in the movie.
Oh well, I actually have to talk to him and stuff.
He was a pro skateboarder too.
Yeah, I have his phone number.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't know if it's still the same one. It's been a long years ago and everything, but yeah, he's a really good dude and everything. He's really nice.
I love that My Name Is Earl show. I thought that was fucking great.
Mentioned me on a podcast he was on.
Okay.
And he said I loved his he made the 360 flip, that was his thing, and he's like I love his, and I was like he did it exactly like how I did it, and I was like
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
I was explaining when I was explaining to people Florida Man, I always bring up My Name Is Earl as like that kind of lovable
redneck
loser,
you know. Wow, is he a loser now? He has a lot of money.
He does have a lot of money. Yeah, but money doesn't make.
That was what was it? 150, 250,000.
Yeah, but guess what? Money don't make good people. Trust me.
You ever read the ending of the show though? That never happened. It's literally he gets on his last list item and the guy says no and refuses to do it, and then he just realized he doesn't need the list anymore. He's already done good. That's a good ending. Why would you not let him cross off everything on the list and stuff? I would rather you be like, I finally did it, and then he gets hit by a car. Dies, what I mean?
I watched the show when it first came on, and then I just kind of lost track of it, but I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, and it just ended on a cliffhanger, and we're like, what the fuck?
But kind of going back to what you were saying about saving movies and all that shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of what we're like. We're not gonna save movies, but there's no reason to try to dress things up as anything more than they are. There is definitely an audience for schlocky movies. Mm-hmm. You know, a dude I talk to pretty regularly is the head of a distribution company. Mm-hmm. And they make all the fucking Amityville movies and the shark movies and all that shit. Yeah. And he's like, dude, we go out to buy movies and everybody's trying to make A24 movies. Like, they all want to make The Witch and The Babadook and all that shit. But they're like, you don't have the budget or the talent to do that. Give me tits.
Blair Witch sucked.
It was transgressive when I first saw it in 1999.
You got to realize, though, in 1999, I was fucking 1.
Exactly.
But when I look at it now, it's a...
Oh, yeah. But again, it's like, you know, I had already seen Cannibal Holocaust, and I'd already seen The Last Broadcast at this point, and the McPherson tapes and shit like that. So I'd already seen those type of movies before. But those guys utilizing the internet in 99 was fucking brilliant.
I think in my head, that's like the same thing as that one movie we talked about.
Yeah. Donnie Darko?
Yeah, Donnie Darko. It's like, I don't understand it, but people are saying, like, well, that's like the age of like the film and everything. Yeah. I think, in my opinion, the reason why I think I was so disappointed on it and everything and stuff is because it was... Everybody said how, like, people were throwing up and everything in the movie, and it's like, you're having a fucking seizure, bud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When my theater used to sell Dramamine when it came out for people with motion sickness.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's just like, that's the reason why. It's just the camera.
But again, it's an age group. You know, you probably fucking loved, like, you know, again, these 2000s movies you loved that I'm just like, oh my God. But that's because that's when you grew up, you know?
And they were funny and stupid.
Yeah, and there's a different things have a different shine on them because of where you were at that particular time in your life. There's so many god-awful fucking movies that I hold in such high regard. I have the posters in my apartment framed because it's like where I was at that point in my life. It brought me so much joy, and or something that opens a door to all these other movies that I fucking didn't know existed, and then I go down that rabbit hole, and that's what shapes who I am as a person, you know?
Exactly. I mean, like, I always say this, and I get a lot of hate for saying this and stuff, is like, it goes Halloween for me, Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yeah. And it's just like, because they're like, what?
I go 1-3.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
3.
I love 3.
It's a good movie.
Oh, I fucking love 3.
But it's like the same thing as like people, you love the Friday the 13th TV show and stuff, but he stole that from John Carpenter. The ideas. The reason why the TV show was like that is because that's the reason why there's Jason Goes to Hell is there's no mask. He's like, I want the fucking mask on. That like he's like, I want it gone and stuff. But it's like he just like was done with doing the same fucking person all the time. That's the reason why they did the show, is because he wanted to do different stories.
And it was originally called Friday's Curse, and it wasn't a Friday the 13th thing. They gave it the title because they knew it would make more money.
Yeah, and it's just like he wanted to do like what John Carpenter wanted to do, different stories.
Yeah,
and
anthology
stuff. Friday
stuff.
The 13th thing.
But I mean, like the anthology story and the anthology way of telling stories, it's nothing new. I mean, that's the Twilight Zone, the Outer Limits, the fucking, you know, the Night Gallery, shit like that.
You can't do that in a slasher time, though.
But it would be fucking, it would be awesome if Halloween 3 did make money, because then we would have had a witch movie and a fucking vampire movie and like a werewolf movie.
Why didn't they just keep doing that?
Because it failed so miserably, and they just said, we just need Michael Myers.
Yeah, but they also like they gave up halfway through the writing of the movie. I mean, John Carpenter didn't write the movie, and you know what I mean. So it's like there's a lot of things that kind of like
Carpenter was drunk the entire time while writing
Halloween
2. Yeah,
it's just like
and Halloween 2 is just Halloween 1, the Grindhouse version. You know, it's a more watered down version of the first movie.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks they had a different person playing him because the
mask isn't the same. And
no, it's the same mask.
Oh, is it? It looks different
because his head's fucking bigger.
Yeah.
So it's just stretching the mask.
Yeah.
Like that's what it's also.
And they felt the need.
The mask was underneath the mask. The reason why it's yellow, more yellow and stuff, is because it was underneath a fucking lady's bed who smokes.
Yeah.
So that's like, and that's cool and everything, but it's like, and here's the worst part about the Halloween series: they never can get the mask right again.
No,
I don't know how you fucking can.
The Rob Zombie movie got the closest. Yes,
and it was good, and it was
the first one.
People like the sad thing. I understand the second one. Yeah. Because the reason why they did it and stuff, because it was falling apart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking latex. You know, that's one thing. It's like somebody on another show said and everything is like, that wouldn't be like that.
No, I
know,
falling
apart and everything, and it's true. But it's also like, it might be still there. You can see it cracking.
See, the thing about the Rob Zombie one is,
I love the gore in it.
I do too. I like that he's more brutal. But the thing is, like, I was with the movie. I was like, the people are like, "Well, you need a backstory." I was like, because it was something different, you know. But then once you just do the first movie again, I was less interested once you get to the Laurie stuff. because I was like, I've already seen it. You're just doing a copy of that.
That's why they call it a remake.
Yeah, I know.
A remake is literally, isn't it the same exact thing?
Yeah, but I'm just redo. I just wish that they would have done, like, if you're gonna.
I wish they did the second movie that he wanted to do, where Laurie was the fucking killer,
that would have been cool.
Where they shot the whole fucking movie, people don't realize that they shot that fucking movie.
And they lost the footage.
Yeah, and
in Georgia.
They showed it at the thing, and it wasn't doing well.
Yeah. Oh, and like the test screenings.
Thing, they said it didn't do well, but the test screenings weren't people like us.
Yeah.
It was producers.
Well, no, that's the same thing with Halloween 6. They showed it to 14-year-olds, and they that's why there's a producer's cut of the movie. They're like, this is boring, so they made it more choppy and more like.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but what I mean by they showed it to producers, like that, like the Harvey Weinstein, whatever, the Weinstein Company. They're the ones who changed it. Yeah. They were like, reshoot it, and he did, and he reshot that in like 6 months. Like he took.
But I know they also lost a lot of footage too.
Oh no, they did.
Yeah.
I think they lost it from from when they were making the other one, because they're not going to use it.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be garbage.
But I thought it was
it's not the Rob Zombie cut.
No,
you know
I think somebody said that. I think I saw a review that said like because it was so unnaturally cold in Georgia at that time, the film got like fucked up. So a lot of stuff they shot.
They redo stuff.
Yeah,
that's actually the version we see now that you're talking about and stuff. The version you said about that, that's the one where they shot that movie. Yeah, that's the one they fucked.
Two was kind of like.
Let Rob Zombie do his thing. But his second idea.
Two is Tim Burton's Batman Returns, where they just said, "Go make your version."
Exactly.
You know, and it's not the version that you expected. But how many times can we do the same story over and over and over again? I would respect. I would respect something fucking weird with a white horse and all that shit over just another stalking the fucking babysitters.
I tell you what though, if you could, and
again, I don't like part 2, but I respect it for what it isn't. You know? Yeah.
In my opinion, if you could bring back the cut, if they ever have any of it somewhere, the one that they did where Laurie was the killer, redo the series in a DVD or anything, and make that part 2, and then make this.
But remember, they were going to do the
part 2, part 3, and it'd be like the original Halloween, where it's weird and everything and stuff.
But again, it was like, remember, Jamie was supposed to become Michael at the end of part 4, and then they nixed that. They did the same thing at the end of Tommy Jarvis in part 5 of Friday the 13th.
I think that would have done very well.
I do too.
Especially since he wasn't a bad Tommy Jarvis. I'm surprised they didn't get him to come back.
He became a born-again Christian. Yeah, and he didn't want to do it anymore, so they brought the dude from Return of the Living Dead in to do it.
He's good, though.
Yeah, he's fine,
he's fucking good. He's not as bulky as he is, though, and everything.
No.
That's the only issue that they have with it, is that he is very skinny.
Yeah.
So that's why he's wearing the jacket all
the
time. He's a very skinny kid compared to the other one, but he does look a lot like the
But I think,
actor.
like, you can't do slasher movies anymore because there's such a... I know, but there's such a product of the Reagan era, of AIDS, of excess, of, all of that.
80s hip-hop.
Yeah, 80s culture that, like, anybody who does them now either does... There's 2 ways you do it. You do the meta Scream version, and I've never liked the Scream movies. Like,
Did you like the new one, really?
Nah,
I saw your kind of review, but I couldn't really tell if you liked it or hated it.
There were things about it that I liked. I liked the girl who's playing Wednesday Addams coming up, who's an ex. I thought that was great.
Well, they're going to bring back... Did you hear that she's not coming back?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're doing another movie without her now.
Oh, without Nev Campbell.
Yeah, without...
Yes, yeah.
That doesn't... That's not going to work.
Well, I mean, but, or you either have, like, the meta thing, or you have the people trying to do an 80s movie, so it doesn't ever... You're never actually making a slasher movie. You're making fun of or poking holes in a slasher movie, or trying to be the things you saw before instead of creating your own thing.
I think the only thing you can make right now for an actual slasher movie and stuff is serial killers. Type of thing. And that was popular too for a good bit. The problem is though, we've had so many bad ones.
Yeah.
But
you live in an era of like COVID masks. And
that was the one thing that's going to be horrible about the new Halloween. I'm like,
yeah,
no.
But I mean, there's so many things in our culture right now: mass shooting, the masks from COVID, the fear of like the unknown. Everybody's terrified. Monkeypox. Yeah. Sounds like a cereal. I'll have some monkeypox, please.
Pops. Just put
but
pops
yeah,
instead.
but yeah. There's a lot of things in culture. I'm like, I was like, that could be a great basis for a slasher movie. But Scream ruined everything. Scream really ruined everything because now it's like Deadpool, like Superhero Landing. You can't see that shit now without it being that.
That's like when I showed you that video on TikTok where the dude's like, he's like, whoa, teenager over there breaking the fucking fourth wall.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry. You know what I mean? But that's what it does. It does break the fourth wall. It's like, he fucking falls.
And you almost need to like everything is the same idea anymore, and they just dress it up in different ways. And what someone needs to do is go back to the core values of what made Halloween work, what made Peeping Tom work, what made Psycho work, you know?
What made the original the original Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Without Jason.
No, the original Friday the 13th is literally, they even said, it's like, yo, we've straight up ripped off Halloween.
Exactly. And did they rip off their? What did they?
But that was the whole plan, was just up the body count, you know, but to show the gore.
There was no mass killer though.
No, but I mean, but it's not even that. It's just like they were following the beats of Halloween.
Yes,
because they saw how much money it made. Yeah.
There's also this because the difference between Rob Zombie's and the original Halloween. There's so many shots of Michael in the original Halloween that where you see Michael like in a first person type of view and everything that. But
Michael Myers in the original one was a shark. He struck silently. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Rob Zombie one was rage.
Was fucking Jason.
Yeah, well, basically, I think Rob Zombie would have been awesome doing a Texas Chainsaw movie.
Oh yeah,
but
I still think
he kind of already did because House of a Thousand Corpses is essentially a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
I mean, they have the original fucking guy from. Well, no, he's in the Chainsaw. Yeah, he's in the Texas Chainsaw. Is he in Hills Have Eyes?
No, but Hills Have Eyes was produced by. It was done by Wes Craven, who did Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, well, he was in. Yeah, he was in that. I don't know why he still hasn't done one though. I mean, how do you feel him about doing the? Is it the Munsters?
I can't wait.
You can't wait. It looks actually good. I mean, his wife's in it, like everything.
But I say to people all the time, I was like, they've been
a good girl.
But they've been together for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And he's a fucking rock star, dude.
Oh yeah.
He'd have hot and cold pussy running on tap. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, the whole thing is, like, he's still so fucking in love and inspired by his wife that he puts her in everything. That's his muse. And people are like, oh, he puts his wife in everything. I'm like, so what? Like, if you're inspired by somebody, you want to use them to, like, I had a muse, I put her in fucking everything because everything I did was for her, you know?
Exactly.
So I'm excited because Rob Zombie is a massive Munsters fan.
Oh yeah,
you know
he's going to be doing such a class. I thought it was a TV show actually.
Yeah,
but then it's a movie. I was like, what?
And it's PG, and I'm excited to see what he does with PG. No, but I'm excited about that. And the fact that there's just all these fucking monsters in it and stuff like that. I'm like, yes, like.
I'm very happy. I was so excited to see that and everything. I was seeing that they have the car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they're actually.
Butch Patrick has a cameo in it, you know.
Exactly, and I heard it's before all the other stuff and everything.
So it'll be before Eddie was born.
It's a prequel, so it's like yes. And then also too, like people complain about his wife and stuff, and I'm also like, his wife is the perfect girl from back then.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like now these days women have huge tits and everything and big asses. In the fucking 80s and the 70s, that wasn't really a thing. I mean, I don't know what they're putting in the milk these days and stuff and everything, but you know, it's
good. But I'm excited about it. I grew up with it, so I love it. I even watched the 80s version and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you could fucking actually find I want to ask these questions.
No, everybody gets pissy about it looks like dog shit, and I'm like, why?
Good.
What is the minute of footage that you saw look bad? It looks like the fucking Munsters.
Exactly. Did you watch the Johnny Depp movie, Deaf Shadows or whatever it was called?
Dark Shadows.
Did you like that movie?
No, because it was nothing like the TV show.
Yes. I liked it because I thought it was funny towards the old things. Yeah,
and that's fine, but like Dark Shadows was like serious, and it was like a soap opera with monsters, and
you gotta look at it though.
Yeah,
they weren't looking at you.
I know.
They were looking at me.
And that's the whole thing.
Because it was like a PG movie.
Yeah,
or something like that. So
I liked the cast. I liked him as Barnabas Collins. I grew up. That show used to be on because that show was from the 70s, probably the late 60s, and I just love fucking monsters and vampires and shit like that. So I love this like serious soap opera vibe with monsters and vampires. So when they made the movie, I was excited about it, and then I was just like, oh, it's just like, it's, you know, it's making fun of the 1970s and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of the point of it and everything.
Because he's from like the 1800s or something like that, you know.
But that's like the same thing. I mean,
but again, Tim Burton hasn't made a good movie since Big Fish.
Hold up, let me think here. When's the last time what was a recent Tim Burton movie?
Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't.
Big Eyes.
I didn't hate the first one. It wasn't that bad for but it was a Tim Burton movie. So I was like, oh, it's creepy, it's weird, blah blah blah. But what Alice in Wonderland was good though?
The Disney one,
the cartoon one.
Yeah, no, you know what one was good? Fucking, there was a TV movie in the 80s that scared the ever-loving fuck out of me.
Really? I should
There's a scene where, like, Alice is looking in the mirror and the lights go out. When they go back on, the fucking Jabberwocky's in the mirror, and it scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid.
That's fucking funny. Okay, other movies he's made recently.
I mean, let's go back to Ed Wood is my favorite movie of all time.
Uh-huh.
Then he followed Ed Wood up with Mars Attacks, which I really like, but I feel like it was one draft away from being great.
Yeah.
Then he goes and does...
Probably was a draft being great, but somebody cut it just to... Yeah.
I liked Sleepy Hollow a lot.
Yes, I love that fucking movie.
I hated Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, he kind of stole fucking Kevin Smith's
ending of Chasing Dogma.
They literally were like, no, I've never read a comic book before. Really, bud?
Yeah.
You don't think the guy who helped you write the movie wrote that? But anything else after that? What else is after
Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember, like, that weird period of time. What the fuck came after Planet of the Apes?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did he even do it? Well, besides, like, because he did Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, he didn't direct that one. He directed Corpse Bride.
Yes, there's
so
that
one. That was after Planet of the Apes.
That was a good
That's
movie.
Fine, yeah.
People didn't like his one that was after that, the Frankenweenie.
Frankenweenie.
I thought it was good.
I got head in that theater while that was running on my birthday, so...
How old are you? Jesus Christ, how old were you turning?
I don't know. What year did that movie come out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
2009 maybe? I don't know.
10, 11 maybe?
So you were like in your late 20s then?
Yeah, it was her idea.
Jesus, fuck.
There was like nobody in the
Isn't
theater.
There cameras in the theater?
No.
There is now, like ones that are like up there. They showed a lot of theaters have cameras above at the top.
Digital ones do. That theater didn't.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think your theater right now that
No,
used to work do either. I don't think my AMC.
No, we were at a Cinemark, I think. Yeah, it was her idea, man. I just went with
Maybe
it.
that Cinemax up the road might have it, but oh yeah, give me.
That was her idea, and I was just like, and I, you know, yeah. So that's the only reason I remember that movie.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what happened because I was getting fucking heads the whole fucking time, just going like this. Yeah. Just like,
my Frankenweenie.
Yeah, getting your weenie.
It's
sucked.
alive.
Yeah, I don't know that many movies after that and stuff because like he did the Dumbo. I don't know. He's kind of gone down the stage of
just cashing in, which is
Adam
what
Sandler.
I was. Yeah, I was worried that would be what Sam Raimi would do with Doctor Strange, but he clearly, when he was allowed to do his stuff, he did Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi really do that many films anymore, really?
Last thing he did before this was Drag Me to Hell.
Drag You to Hell?
You ever see Drag Me to Hell?
No, I don't think
2009? That was good. I like that movie a lot.
That's probably the reason why.
Yeah.
Like, I've only seen a select movies that were out then and stuff versus now. I mean, I'm going back to rewatch movies.
Oh, no, Drag Me to Hell is fucking fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, it's Evil Dead-ish, you know?
Okay, here's... Okay. I don't think there's any other movies that I can think on the top of my head that he really did after that. That was
Big Eyes was 2010, I think, or 11.
I don't know. He's down there.
Actually, no, it would have been later than that because they had Ecto Cooler, so it was probably like 2015. It was right before the Ghostbusters, reboot.
Well, here's the funniest thing. Did you ever know that he's divorced from his wife? That was
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, it's funniest thing about it. Have you ever seen her boyfriend?
No.
Looks like fucking a younger Tim Burton.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny.
Well, she used to be with Kenneth Branagh, the director.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking directors, huh? Well, it's funny, too. They live in the same house, technically.
That's awesome.
They live in a fucking house that has, like, a hospital fucking walkway over because of their kids. Yeah. So they can go to house and everything.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, our money and everything. I mean, Jesus, Kanye West tried to have a house across the street and Kim was like, fuck you, you ain't killing our kids. It's like, What do you mean? I bought a house across the street. That was the point. So we could just go. They could come back and forth and everything to do stuff. But
that's cool. If they ended like amicably, at least.
Well, the good thing about it though is that if you think about it, is that she has a boyfriend and she lives over there.
Yeah.
And he has a girlfriend. He lives over there, and then the kids come back and forth and everything.
He used to be with Lisa Marie, who was fucking beautiful.
What's the girl that Johnny Depp used to be with and stuff and everything? She was in Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, Winona Ryder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking hot.
Yep. Yeah, I've always
she's with some director or something now, or music producer or something.
She's on like Stranger Things and shit
Is
like
she?
that.
I haven't paid attention. I don't watch that.
I haven't watched season 4 yet. I liked season 1 and season 3 a lot,
it good?
actually. People have said that season 4 is really good.
The funniest thing about it, though, have you ever seen the girl who's bald and everything?
Yeah.
Now? If you ever hear her talk, she talks like because she's from England or wherever she's from. She talks so proper. Like, oh my god,
Yeah, because didn't she play like Sherlock Holmes' sister or something like that?
I think she did.
She was in the.
Is that the Henry Cavill one?
Yes.
Where he plays?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She was in those the recent Godzilla movies too.
I didn't watch those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, did you?
I liked.
Was she? Wait, which one? You talking about the one with?
She was in King of All Monsters.
Which is the one? The last Godzilla movie I watched is the one where it's the guy from Malcolm in the Middle /
That's the first one of the new series.
Yeah, that's the only one I watched. Is there others?
Yeah,
I knew there was one more.
There's Godzilla. There's the King of the. There's some of the monsters. The one that has Mothra and Rodan and King Ghidorah in it.
Yeah, I listened to the review of that.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I listened to the review that on the other show.
Yeah.
From how long ago and everything.
Mm-hmm. They shot that at my theater, actually, that review.
Oh, did they and everything?
Yep. And I liked King Kong vs. Godzilla. I actually really liked because it was dumb and it was fun. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
But
so,
is it good though?
No, it's campy. You know, how the fuck do you make good King Kong versus Godzilla?
I mean, Jesus. I mean, it's just. I don't know. It's those movies were made a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's like we're trying to redo those classics. It's like why?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the same thing. People want to make Dracula and stuff. I've heard a lot of people and stuff. I mean, would you want to see a new Dracula movie?
Of course.
But how would you want to see it though?
Any way you can fucking give it to me.
Would you like a Dracula comedy movie where he's coming in now, like he wakes up?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Why not?
That's what I would want.
But like Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula. And he looks amazing. Yes.
Oh my god.
So it's like, and it's a Renfield movie, but still, it's like Nicolas Cage is Dracula. Yes. Like the thing is, like, the only way these characters are going to continue to stay relevant is if they keep reinventing them, and that means. Yeah, I love Blackula. I have a fucking Blackula poster framed in my fucking kitchen.
I first did it from my gay friend. He told me about why I say it like that and everything. But what I was saying, because I talked to him about it before and everything, he's the one who showed me. Have you seen that movie? He's like, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, look it up now.
Yeah. I have the sequel too, Scream Blackula Scream with Pam Grier. You know, it's fucking great. I like it. There's elements of the second one I like more because it deals with like voodoo and shit like that.
Okay,
you know?
So that's kind of cool.
Because the first one has like some offensive like gay characters in the beginning, you know. But I love that movie. But anytime you can reinvent this shit, the only way you're gonna continue to have Batman and Superman and King Kong and Godzilla is reinventing them for new.
Yeah, that's what people bitch about the Batman. There's like, there's been so many Batman. It's like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna see Christian Bale do the same thing in his 50s.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
You have to.
And I thought that the new one, the Robert Pattinson one, was good. It was just way too long. So it's not gonna have.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not gonna be able to watch it a few times because it's just too fucking long.
We got to the end.
Those people are like staring us down.
They're like, "Fuck, are you doing? Jesus, doing a fucking YouTube show, popular, okay? You know, because I'm in fucking
Monroeville, Pennsylvania, at the Roadway Inn.
Yeah, but oh god, they don't. We shouldn't even say it.
No, it's fine. This is free press.
Free press.
Yeah.
Stupid.
People are gonna be like, "This is the parking lot where they made that YouTube video." They're gonna put a fucking plaque right here.
Right here. They're gonna be like, they're gonna actually put it down the road because they don't know which one they're at and stuff and everything.
They're gonna make a statue of me leaning. We're
in front of 228, so they know which one we're at.
There you go. Yeah.
But
one day, mark this spot.
Yeah, the funniest thing though about it is that because I've met these guys before, met Kevin Smith and everything and stuff, and I'll tell you what, I mean, Kevin's still a good guy and everything, but I would tell you what, even though that you're 40, I don't mean to sound horrible, you are becoming Kevin Smith he was, because at least
fat and bald.
Is he bald?
Yeah, he's like bald on top.
Yeah, I would wish I had that. Just to be like right here. She wears a hat just like this. I got hair everywhere else, but at the top of my head. That's so. What are they doing?
Circling us. I think we're gonna get sex trafficked.
They're coming for us.
Yeah.
But no. I think you're at where he was probably with like Clerks and everything is like where you're going to be making a movie people are going to be loving. It's indie.
I hope
fine.
so. I hope so. That's kind of the goal, is to make things that people are going to like, that they're going to talk about. The worst thing you could do is make something that people are going to forget about. Nobody wants to make a fart of a movie. Like, it's gone before. As soon as it hits, it's gone. There's been so many fucking movies.
There's a lot of movies about
I see in the theaters, and you're like, wait, what? Did I see that one?
There's but the bad thing about it, though, there's so many good movies that I look up on cinema and everything, the Fire Stick and stuff.
Yeah.
And I see it, and it's like, damn, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
Like The Sorcerer Apprentice. People hated that movie.
I never saw it. Yeah.
Watch it. It's on Disney Plus. I don't know. You have Disney.
I have Disney Plus. Yeah, a fan actually gave me Disney Plus. It was awesome.
I'm surprised it wasn't me. I said, if you need anything, just let me know. I fucking have like the one where you can have like 30 accounts.
I feel so weird when people want to give me things. They're like, can I send you something? And I'm like, yeah, but can I send you something? And they're like, we don't want anything. I was like, I don't want anything. See?
Don't send me Disney Plus.
Yeah. But it was awesome. Like, the dude was like, hey, I know you're having surgery on your face in the summertime and shit like that.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, because I have nerve damage all along the left side. Whoa. We were almost just killed. Jesus. From the Bell's palsy, I have nerve damage in the left side of my face. So I have to have surgery to kind of like stimulate that a little bit, because so it's like when I get really tired and stuff, like my eye, like I have blurry vision.
Does it ever get like lazy at all?
No, it did when it was like when I had the bells, and then sometimes like my top lip will like stick on this side, so I'm always kind of like licking my lips and like blowing my lip out because I'm like worried about it, because I'm super self-conscious about things. Again,
you know what I mean? It's
what my fucking parents did to me when I was a kid, it like my brain,
You said. Jesus, I can't. At least it'll go good in here.
Yeah, I think it'll be. They said it's relatively a painless procedure, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you Disney Plus. Go check out all those shows and shit like that. And I'm like super appreciative. Just anybody who even watches or comments or stuff like that. Like, people take their time out and they're like, you subscribe to my channel, like, and I'm like, yeah, man, I want to see the shit that you guys are doing too. Like,
exactly.
I want to see other people's art. It's inspiring to see stuff. And when people take the time, even when people take the time to write shitty things, I try to respond, because I'm like, all right, let's have that interaction. Some people hide from it. Everybody knows my shit now. Like, fuck it,
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like I want to do an interview with Tom Savini if he can do one with me.
Yeah.
I want to do ones with other actors and everything. But just like the sucky part about it though is like everybody, like anybody who does cons or anything at all comes to anywhere around here. Half of them on the internet don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Like the Freddy versus Jason. He doesn't have social media.
Yeah.
He does, but it says no private messaging. I'm not going to look at it. And stuff
exactly.
And it's like, dude, I want to message you and be like, hey, can I talk to you at the con? Like, I want to message you first, because I'm not going to come up to you at the con and be like that. I can't go up to the con up there and be like, hey, Tom,
get like IMDb Pro and like contact their management teams,
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, really? I can do that?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, but they're going to want fucking bunch of money.
It depends. You can negotiate shit.
Oh, I need. Well, he is going to be out there. It's like, okay, well, let me, let me.
It's for, and it might be, hey, I'm doing this thing, and maybe there's a cause behind it. People get behind fucking causes and shit like that. You know?
That's true and everything. It is. You gotta. It's always like that. And
exactly. So you can always negotiate. Everybody's a whore.
Really?
Yeah.
I just messaged you and you're like, oh, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
You didn't take long actually to answer me back.
I answer everybody as quickly as I can, because I know how annoying it is to write.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love working with you, dude. I love working with you.
Nice. And, well, I'm glad we got to have this conversation finally, and even if we did it in the parking lot.
The best part about it is that we're gonna do more content, no matter if it's with you or whatever. I'm trying to get you to do a live every single week.
Yeah, I know.
Not on my channel, on his channel, because we could talk about topics.
Yeah.
If you got time for it after all your busy life.
I'm trying to be busy. That's the problem. Right now I'm scatterbrained, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck my life is doing.
Take an hour time for your fans.
Yeah.
I will ask you questions, and then well, the good thing, what I'm trying to do is I want to see if like people like about it and everything and stuff. Is I'm trying to do this is like with you on the side and everything. Is like I want to go where you have the live chats. You answer things on Messenger. And so instead of doing that, well, you can still probably do it and everything. But I want to go live on your channel where I come in and everything and stuff, and then we read everything. Yeah. And then I go through a bunch of questions and stuff that your like fans and stuff ask. But I'm asking you.
No fans, followers.
Yes, you follow. They're fans. They're fans of you. Followers of you that say, hey, blah, blah, blah. We're going to only, you can't be asking certain questions. Yeah. But I want to try to do that with you and everything. And
I'd like to do that, we get into a point where people are less shitty, and I'll answer hard questions and shit, but I'm still a person. There's still a dude today at the convention who's on that Reddit group came up to me. He's like, hey, man, I want to apologize for some shit I said. I don't know who this person is. I don't read that stuff. But he's like, if you forget that there's a person on the other end of it,
Yeah, because of the way that they act, sometimes they're like a fucking monster, like, fuck you.
But you make it out like I'm like a fucking horrible person. It's just like, no, I made some mistakes. I worked with some people you don't like. They're also people, but it's just like I'm not ever out there going like, I'm going to be a fucking scumbag and a sex pervert and all this shit. No, I'm a good fucking dude who, do I have girls in my stuff? Yeah, but they're all my friends and they want to do sexy shit,
You're not forcing those girls to dress up things. Maybe movie stars have. Yes, but you're not doing it.
Because there was someone recently who said that I was exploiting them and I made them dress a certain way and stuff. And I'm like, what? No. And then they continue to do it.
Doing it.
Oh, see, I don't know. But I was just like,
I know, they're still doing
that. That ain't cool, though, because that's never anything. If, women want to be, like, any of the women I know, like, they look they dress a certain way, they work out because they want people to acknowledge that. And I think that's awesome. I think them owning their sexuality is incredible. And I always write females that are stronger than the men, but they're sexy, because that's what I like, too. So it sucks when people call you a sexist or people say you're a scumbag and a pervert and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I'm a fucking dude. Like, you're telling me that, because I talked about porn on a review, I'm a bad person. You're telling me you've never fucking watched porn in your entire life?
Every guy has watching porn.
Go fuck yourself. Like, because I said on one of the reviews, I said I had like a porn star that I really dug, and they're like, oh, what a fucking gross, and I'm like, oh, okay.
You don't have a porn star you look up all the time.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Or because I'm going to talk about, like, shitty things that happened to me in the past or be honest about something. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Well, it's not to me. I don't fucking care what you think.
Exactly.
I'm gonna live my life the way I'm gonna fucking live my life. I'm gonna do interviews in fucking parking lots,
Yeah, and I'm gonna be
yeah,
and we're gonna be doing
next one. We're gonna do in a porta potty. It'll be you and me in a porta potty. Fucking
should do. We should do it. Should do it in a hot tub.
There you go.
Sit there, fucking the bubbles going.
Yeah,
here have the same shit.
The bottle of champagne and
we were sitting back in the nice Hampton hotel.
Yeah,
we were staying at because you come up in the
or I pop up out from underwater to do the interview.
Oh yeah, where'd Newt go? Oh, he went to the bathroom. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were watching Frankenweenie in here.
I thought we were popping out our weenie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where's the women?
It floats. It's like
you came in, do an interview like you're an asshole or something, to come in and be like, you would just be like, you sit down, we're talking halfway through. Where the fuck's the girls you promised me?
Yeah.
The bitches that were gonna suck and slop.
If anybody ever said, hey, we're going to have girls here, I'd be like, no, let's not do that, because that's an easy way to get yourself fucking canceled. I know so many fucking YouTube dudes who are just scumbags, and I'm just like, ew, man. Like, I got to live with my fucking self. Like, for anything, people who don't like me, like, whatever, however you don't like me, trust me, I dislike myself way more, So nothing like that, yeah.
It's the worst part about it, about you, is that you hate yourself so much for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though you're such fucking, like I said, I came up to you, I could barely fucking talk to you. I could talk to you on the phone. It's like, oh yeah, I'm actually, because you gotta realize I was a fan. And you go up to it, and now I'm like, okay, cool. And then we went out to eat, and it's like, oh, okay, now we're back to where we were when we called each other and stuff and everything. Because I'm like, oh, I'm not a fan.
No, and anybody who has to say, it's like anybody who says I'm smart. If you're smart, you don't have to say you're smart. So me saying I'm a good guy is just like, obviously you're not. You're a fucking monster. No, I'm a smart ass, and I can be shitty to but I try to be a good dude,
like I said, but like what I said before, guys, is that we're gonna do more.
I'm
gonna try to get them to do that weekly thing for you guys and stuff and everything. I'm gonna have to poke them. fucking with the poke at you to do it and everything and stuff.
Yeah.
People want to see you. You want to do it. I'm not becoming famous from this. So
No,
it's
you
not
might.
Oh, yeah, to be that.
Forget all about me.
I'm going to be like talking to you and then I want to ask my questions instead.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, yeah, I think that'd be good because we kind of have like a, how do I say this, a good chemistry on certain things. It's like, of actually talking about things. Because I can actually be like, hey, hey, what do you think about the new stupid fucking DC thing? Blah, blah, blah. You know,
you don't have to have an agenda. You don't have to have topics. You could just have a conversation.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, and most of the time, I'm going to say, if we're doing it and stuff, it's like, once, I'm going to fucking know about the things, you know what I mean? We're going to talk about it. We're going to do things like the stupid Ezra Miller thing. Like, oh, God.
Oh, yeah. How he's trying to fight the entire island of Hawaii. You know?
Yeah, every fucking woman he sees, let's go, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saw the old people he was bitching about, like, explaining to, shut the fuck up and keep doing, dude. Go. And, well, I don't think so. I think that Discovery really pushed him because they're like, we want this next Snyderverse.
Yeah.
You need to go inside now.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good thing. But like I was saying, though, is guys, we're gonna be working together again. Sadly, are you still gonna be here on Sunday and stuff? Anybody?
No, we're gonna go. We're gonna go hit some spots up in Pittsburgh, and then we're gonna go back to Pennsylvania or in Pennsylvania. I keep forgetting. You know, I keep forgetting.
We're going back to Pennsylvania.
No, we're going back to the Philly area because we are filming on Monday. We're starting production on a project, and still cleaning up the studio because we had some water damage and shit like that. But no, like we're gonna, you know, I'm for the next few weeks is gonna be hardcore, and you know, this has been a dream to be able to do this, and now I'm in a spot where I actually can, and it's you know, I need to make sure that like I don't fuck this up, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yep.
I'm not anything, so I can't be like, hey, I can help you. I'm just here to. That's why I said it's like I'm here to help to do things like that.
Yeah,
be
definitely.
Part of the movies. And do interviews and everything. And, you know, ask people more questions asked and stuff. We'll do
now
it.
Now I'm gonna go to bed because I've been up since 6 a.m. You got to drive 45 minutes home.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching us in the parking lot.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna be doing. Yeah, so you know. We're going to be doing next year. We actually have a small project and stuff we're going to be doing. Because we have to do it on a certain date.
On a certain date.
It's on actually back of my phone right there. But we have to do it on a certain date, so we can't do it because ours got canceled this year.
Yeah, because I had work shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking horrible. But I mean, things are going to do.
It is what it is.
We're going to do other movies. We're going to do other things.
Yep.
We're going to be in other movies. I'm going to be over there.
We'll be in a studio or something, not in a parking lot.
I'm actually going to come to fucking Philly, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't been out there in years and stuff and everything. But
so thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, I do have to say before you guys go and everything, always remember this, is that, check up on your friends, check up on your buddies and stuff, because this month is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month and everything.
I'm fully aware, yeah.
But the thing is, though, is that don't be just checking up on your friends, check up on your girlfriend, your wives, your cousins, everything and stuff, because I'll tell you what, no matter what, there's always somebody that's going to want you and need you.
Yep.
And no matter what, a phone call can make them their day even
that
better.
I can attest to that. Just something as simple as a phone call sometimes can change your outlook and change you from doing something stupid, you know?
Yeah, so no matter what your issue is in life and everything, always give a call. Even if you have nobody, there's always a line that you can give a call and everything to somebody. But on that depressing note, we will get out of here, and we will see you guys later.
See ya.
Peace from Pittsburgh, practically.